Welcome to Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This is an actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Royalty-free music provided by Kevin MacLeod, Michael Gelfie Studios, Plate Mill Games, and Tabletop Audio. And now, to adventure. Hello and welcome. My name is Chris Buckner. I'm the primary Dungeon Master for Knights of Roleplay and Adventuring podcast. This is part 3 of Sarah's adventure, Sarah of Yellowcrest Manor. Is that right?
That's it.
From Candlekeep Mysteries. So, Sarah, I'll turn it over to you.
Alrighty. Hello. Welcome back, adventurers.
Yay!
Hi.
It's good to be back.
It's good to be back.
It's a long month.
Let's see, where were we?
We're in a dungeon.
So,
We were in the dark.
we're back at part 3 of our little adventure so far. We've been following the trail of breadcrumbs that were left by our servant girl. Her ghost was found in the depths of the keep by our little fairy friend who found her journal, Miss Sarah of Yellowcrest Manor. When we last found our adventurers, they had gotten into a little bit of trouble in the barn of Mr. Farrell's abode, which they found to be not as deserted as the Lord Vialis estate. They almost burned down the place and almost killed some horses. And upon that little encounter ending, they decided to check out this tower that the town liked to talk about. They noticed that this tower that was supposedly under construction was seemingly not going very far. All these lumber piles were rotting from years of neglect. But they did notice that it was quite elaborate underground. Upon getting underground, you managed to be very sneaky about going into the first room, but unfortunately your fairy friend got too excited and alerted the guards that you were there, and you just finished taking care of the first room of forces.
Enemies.
Guardians of this cultists and strange tentacly friends. So you are now standing in this large room, and I will give you another description of it. So as you're standing now, you can see very clearly the 2 braziers that flank the entrance. They're burning in an unnatural aquamarine light. Pillars stand in 2 rows, each carved with visages of otherworldly creatures, and a fountain flows very quietly at the far end of the room, in front of a double door. Another door stands to the west wall, and the wall opposite appears to have collapsed. Remember, you heard footsteps running down that hallway of the collapsed doorway when you did alert your foes to your presence. And there is a rough passageway beyond that.
Okay.
Is there anything special about the well?
Would you like to go check out the well?
Yes.
Okay. So upon getting closer to the well, you do notice that it has very crystal clear water. And there's a silver cup sitting against the edge, on the edge of it.
Don't drink the water. Drink the water.
A silver cup, he said?
A silver cup.
Ah.
Is it a shiny silver cup?
It's very shiny.
Are there markings on the cup? Or on the well, like runes?
Plain silver chalice.
Okay.
Any weird odor coming from the water?
Just
water.
beautiful, crystal clear, nice and still, very quietly.
Well, if you don't want the cup, I'll take the cup.
I wouldn't drink that water.
I'm gonna take a handful of water.
The water does nothing.
Okay.
It's very refreshing.
Most refreshing.
Curious.
Suspicious much.
It's wet.
Ah, yes. Very.
Sindra would probably try to just investigate around the room in general, and then kind of say, do we want to try to follow the one who fled down
Yeah.
the tunnel, or
I'm already looking at the
explore
small door.
elsewhere?
Whiff is at the small door.
Oh, that is a small door. Okay, all right.
Which door?
Is that
Small door.
So the one
Not-
to the west?
yeah, not the double door,
Not
the
the
small
double
door.
doors.
Small door.
Okay. So you want to just go right on in?
Yeah.
You try the handle.
Okay.
It's locked.
It's locked. Not for long.
Okay.
Boo. It's still locked.
It might be.
Dexterity check for picking the lock.
Dexterity plus proficiency. Let's see. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12.
12.
You fiddle with it. You just can't seem to make those tumblers go.
Gonna have to use our master key. Dwarf.
Smash!
Smash.
Smash!
Give me a strength check.
Strength check. Okay. 12.
You rear up your hammer and you swing with all your might, and you drop it on your toe.
You suck, dwarf.
Ow!
This is mine. I'll keep a ring on this. You guys see if you can figure something out with those other doors.
Oh, so there's a set of, you said there's a set of double doors over here?
Yep, there's a set of double doors at the end.
Remember,
by the
keep an ear
fountain.
open. We may have company.
I try to listen to see if I hear anything on the other side of the doors.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Perception. 16.
You think you might hear some faint shuffling and chanting.
Okay. I tell people, I hear some faint shuffling and chanting
Where were you listening again?
at the double doors.
At the double doors.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
how much?
Very, 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 very faint.
Okay.
Yeah. Whenever you're ready, I'll take another stab at unlocking the door.
You can take another stab at the door. Do you have a sword?
You want the sword?
I have a pair of daggers.
And a rapier.
He said he's going to take a stab at the door.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, there are a bunch of cultists down here, aren't they? Since we ran into those weird
And my
guys.
daughter's screaming in the
We're
background.
looking for young Fargo among them, and I
15?
hope I did not
Okay.
just turn him to
So
ash.
after a little bit of time and actually
Unfortunate.
studying the door and laughing a little bit at whiffing, dropping a hammer on his toe, you manage to just barely hear the lock tumblers go, and the door swings open.
Got it.
Rage dropped a hammer on his toe.
That's what I meant.
That's all right.
I dropped it on
You
Rick's
can,
toe.
you can edit that post,
That would be
right?
funny.
Sorry.
It's fine.
What's your name again?
I could actually.
It's funnier that I messed it up. What's your names again? You're both annoying.
Alan. Two shorties.
All right, keep it in
Easily
it.
confused.
Oh, got the door.
All right. So are you going to go in?
Is there a smell?
I run over there to go in with you.
Okay, let's go in.
All right.
He limps over with his broken toe.
Cool.
Do we smell a stench?
You and Rage walk on in here, and bundles of papers and diagrams and scrolls and books lie scattered all around on a desk and across the floor of this room, which is lit by two glowing crystal spheres on a shelf along the north wall. It seems like a bit of a library.
And books, more books.
Syndra looks in and says, "Ah."
Cinder's over here with us. Oh,
So
Bookworm. Look at the
Syndra
books.
would try to look through and see if she can find anything relevant to like what the cult has been doing with the tower. Maybe something that ties back to the rituals that Sarah of Yellowcrest described, like anything like that.
Sure, absolutely. Do you want to take a look at all the papers?
Yes, Syndra would investigate if that's okay.
Sure, absolutely. I'll go ahead and let you investigate.
and I'm gonna perceptify the rest of the room.
Which dice feels like rolling well? Do you feel like
Give me a perception check.
Oh, is that really what? Okay, it's a 7. Okay, 14 on investigation.
Okay. 14 on your investigation. You do come across a lot of books that look like they're about the arcane arts.
Okay.
10 on the roll, but my passive is 16, so up to you.
Okay, your passive 16 for perception?
Yep.
Okay. On your perception of the room, you do notice that there seems to be some cracked areas in the floorboards
Yep.
that you may want to stay away from.
Okay.
Okay. I'll as in like it might break. Okay. Then yeah, don't
As
stand on these.
they may have triggers. So be careful what you touch.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Can I attempt to? Can I attempt to disarm them if I think they're traps?
Yes.
Cinder backs
I forget
up.
what the rules are for it.
By the way, I forgot to look at my passive. My passive investigation is actually 17. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I like that.
With that, you think that you might be able to discern what
Arc.
type of arcana is inside these books if you look a little closer.
Okay. I'm going to let him disarm the traps, and then I'll try it.
My dice do not like me today.
I should have given you some inspiration.
Yeah, Bard.
Guidance, you know.
If it's not too late, we haven't determined the result of the roll
We haven't
yet.
got a result, so.
Okay, yeah, I give you bardic inspiration. You add a D8 to
Allow
your
it.
ability check.
Okay. Good, because I rolled a 1.
You attempt to disarm it and fall through the floor.
I like that.
You're proficient on that, and probably advantage because rogue, right? Or no, you're not.
Well,
Yeah, you should
actually,
have expertise at this point.
I do, but not in sleight of hand.
I see.
That's right. I'm rolling sleight of hand. No, I'm not rolling sleight of hand.
Not
this.
for
No,
disarming,
not
that's just for
No.
unlocking.
That's just dex with proficiency because I got tools. Okay, so 6, 7, 8, 9, so 12. That's the best I
Okay.
could do.
Well, since you already knew they were there,
Okay.
I will say that you successfully managed to disarm. You noticed that the two glowing orbs, one of them was actually cracked and not working right. And so that clued you in that that was probably the trigger, and you were able to successfully disarm that trap.
Yay!
Okay?
Nice.
Cool. I get bonus experience for that?
No. So,
Kate,
Syndra.
I love that your immediate reaction was to step out of the room when he said he was going to disarm a trap.
How long have we been traveling
Yeah.
with these guys?
I'm just saying it was awesome.
I missed that, so thank you. She's a smart lady. Yeah. I mean, she did bring the fucking fairy, though.
We did.
So, Syndra, do you have proficiency in Arcana?
I believe. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Give me an Arcana check with advantage.
Okay.
Here's your burger for here's your burger. Mork, mork, mork.
Alright, that's pretty good. Better than that. Alright. So, 7, 22.
Okay, perfect. So, with that 22, you definitely know that these are formulas and schematics of the arcane magics. And they are, one of which is the Retribution of the Arcanists, is one of the books that's sitting on the table. In addition to describing various dark rituals, this tome serves as Lord Vialis' spell book and contains the following spells: Cone of Cold, Contact Other Plane, Counterspell, Darkness, Detect Magic, Fear, Fireball, Greater Invisibility, Fly, Ice Storm, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Misty Step, Polymorph, Ray of Sickness, Shield, and suggestion.
Okay. I'm going to have to get that full list at another point.
Yeah.
Because I did not write that.
Get it to you.
And I think there's no way wizards can copy spells from book to book, but I think there's like time and money that's involved
is.
with that,
Yes.
so I won't
Yeah.
be able to do that right away. But Syndra's
Do you
like,
want
I
to take it with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Syndra's like, I
smash
think
it.
that this is better. No, my friend. I think this is best with us for now.
All right.
I didn't catch it in the description, but the map here shows a door here. Is that like a hidden door that we haven't seen, or is that...
You did notice that
I did notice the
when
door.
you noticed the cracks in the floorboard.
Okay.
So you do notice that there is also a crack in the south wall that you think you could open up and slide open.
I'm finding cracks all over the place. Rage, bend over.
You're cracking.
Whoa, get away from my butt, dude.
Found another crack!
Freaking fairies.
Kinky little shorties.
Short is being short.
What is it with shorties, man? So, do you want
Found something interesting here.
Do you want
What
to
was this?
open that?
I want to investigate it.
You want to investigate it?
Yes.
Syndra could help you with that.
Hey, Cinder, take a look at this.
All right.
Okay.
I only have one bardic inspiration left.
That's okay. I'll take the advantage. 15 or 15.
15?
Or investigation. So 20.
All right. It slides very easily open.
Okay. No troubles. Okay.
It goes, and you're looking into the next room.
Looking into the next room.
Do we need to slide the whole thing? Or?
Did you want to look into anything else in this room? There is a desk and
Oh, I mean, I thought
I
Syndra
thought-
was checking everything. I thought.
yeah, I
mean,
thought-
if I need to do separate
okay.
roles, then I will. It's up to you.
So if you've checked everything, you
Yeah.
did also find inside a desk drawer 2 golden medallions worth 125 gold pieces each.
You mean she only found one, right?
She found 2, and you,
You
now
were
have
looking.
an elbow. So side of your head.
Was anybody else checking? Or was it only Syndra?
Outside.
Syndra?
Outside.
I was fascinated by the
You
door.
guys haven't even come
I'm chilling
You
at the
were
well.
fighting the traps, thankfully, before she
And
stepped
you,
into them.
Syndra, you also found a wooden box on the table that contains a chime of opening.
Okay. Useful. Does that require attunement?
If you don't mind. No, that's another map there. Oh, gotcha.
Just pull that part off.
There's another map.
Metal
under it.
tune measures about 1 foot long,
just-
weighs 1 pound.
Oh, this is a map?
You can
Yes.
strike it as an action, pointing it at an object within 120 feet of you that can be opened, such as a door, lid, or lock. The chime issues a clear tone, and one lock or latch on an object opens unless the sound can't reach the object. If no locks or latches remain, the object itself opens. The chime can be used 10 times. After the 10th time, it cracks and becomes useless. It does not indicate that it requires attunement.
Okay.
Cool.
Easy.
And it currently has all
Wondrous
10 charges.
item.
Nice.
Okay. Syndra stashes that unless one of you would rather keep it. That's
That's for people that don't know what they're doing.
Gadget that she would enjoy using. So. All right.
Like the rogue who failed hit this lockpicking.
You're
I need to hear it from you.
awful cocky for someone that failed their first lockpicking check tonight. And
Says
almost
the-
failed their second.
Roll the 1 to disarm a trap.
I'm retiring these dice for tonight.
That's why Syndra stepped out of the room.
Anyway.
Alrighty.
Time to go.
So are you going through that secret passage?
I am going to sneak through the secret passage.
Sneak in through the secret passage. Okay.
I kind of come out of that room
And
and I tell Finn and Nelrock that we're going down a passage.
Okay.
Hey, we're going down a passage.
Right, let's go.
Cool. Let's go.
Alright, so you're all going through the secret passage.
Sure.
Alright.
Hey, let me scout ahead. Make sure there's nobody around the corner.
Alright. So you
Is there-
go creep sneaking?
Stay
I'm gonna go
further
sneaking.
back.
Okay.
Whiff wants to stealth.
Give me a stealth.
Give me a
Actually,
stealth.
I have a +4.
Dun, dun,
to
Give
stealth.
him inspiration.
And he's
I
probably
think
a
I'm
little
gonna be
bit
okay on this one.
Flutterfly, flutterfly,
Alright.
flutterfly, flutter.
Oh, that was good though.
It was, but that was better.
Okay.
27.
Ooh.
Dang.
You have no trouble sneaking in.
Okay.
And as you come around the corner, there's no one in here.
Okay. I wave everybody through then.
A bronze oil lamp burns on one of the 2 tables in this area, both of which hold wood carving tables and strange wooden objects.
Oh.
Sindra would investigate the strange objects.
Strange
look at
wooden
them, too.
objects.
Okay. As you're looking here, it seems that people do woodworking here.
They do.
They do.
Yeah,
They indeed do.
doo-doo.
Shut up. They craft wooden symbols that mark membership in the cult.
One each.
You find one of these symbols, and it is a distended tongue with a torn root.
Ew.
That's the burnt tongue cult, right?
Yes.
Yes.
50 newly carved symbols are spread across both tables, hinting at the scope of just how big this cult is.
One each.
And we were looking for somebody's son, right?
Yeah.
The
Young
Fargo.
Fargo.
Tavern keeper.
Fargo. That's right.
Young Fargo.
Young
Sindra
Fargo.
hopes she didn't
Old
turn him
Fargo's
to
son,
ash.
young Fargo.
She really hopes she
Do we
didn't
see
turn
his
him to
tongue on the
ash.
table?
Oh, these are wood carvings.
She might have.
Well, do we see one for him on the table?
Well, they don't have people's names
Oh,
on
they
them.
don't.
No name
Okay.
tags.
They're not name tags.
Hello,
they're
my
just
name is Young
carvings.
Fargo.
Hello, my name is Young Fargo.
Stuck on his lapel.
Yes.
So, a wooden carving showing membership in the burning tongue.
Never occurred to me that they'd actually be burning their tongues out. So,
You said one of them actually had like a real tongue
not
on
very
it? Or
quick.
was that
No,
one-
they're in the shape of
they're just in the
distended
shape. Okay.
tongues.
Oh, see, that's. I thought it was.
No, shape.
Okay, well, I will get my membership token and I will continue.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Finn and I are in the
Scouting ahead.
ropes too.
So as you
we
walk
came in here.
forward towards the other side of this bigger room,
Sneaky.
you do see that you see these the double doors that you, based on the area that you've come around, can deduce is from the bigger room that you came
I have
in.
an excellent sense of direction.
And you see a very large set of stairs to your right,
Stairs up or down?
going downward.
There's going down.
So the question is, do we want to take the big stairs down, or do we want to check out?
And you can see that there's another little like alcove across from those stairs.
Well, I'm
too.
gonna
Check
check out the
that.
alcove. Yes.
Are you
Before I go down.
give me a stealth roll to go across that alcove, please.
Another stealth roll. AC more. 29.
Okay. So you successfully cross across those stairs.
Can I wave everybody off?
Okay.
Cinder kind of whispers across. Can you refresh my memory? Did you say that when he scared the guy during the first fight, did we hear him run down a passage and a set of stairs?
Yes.
Okay. So I kind of whispered, do we want to go down the main stairway or the other one in the side tunnel where we saw the guy run off
You
to
can whisper
warn
to me when I
people?
get back to the group.
Okay.
I'm
You
currently over
probably
in the
don't
other
want to
house.
whisper across those
Okay.
stairs.
Okay.
But it's up to you.
No, I guess yeah.
Did I see anything down the stairs as I slept by?
You're pretty sure you saw the shoulder of somebody in a cult robe go
Okay.
around a corner.
So,
So, across in the other alcove, you do find books and trinkets that are spread across a large wooden desk, which is also lit by one of those big burning braziers.
do they look like? I mean, let's see. I am not proficient in Arcana. Pardon me. But
I mean, Sindra would mouth the words like "bring them,
well,
back here." She would be mouthing the words
I guess-
without talking.
Why don't you give me a wisdom insight check?
wisdom insight.
there's no wisdom in sight. Ha.
Ah,
For him,
16.
Okay, that's actually pretty good. So you decide, because you're you, that you don't want to listen to Syndra. And you spend about 10 minutes or so looking at these books, just scratching your head and making her go crazy.
Another reason to do it.
And you come to the conclusion that these don't really have much importance, but they seem to be registries of purchases and like lists of items and people. You think, based on everything you've learned so far,
Good
they
lungs
were
on that one.
probably made. They're cutting out tongues everywhere downstairs. Yeah, they're
Hide your
probably
kids, hide your wife. They're
created
cutting tongues everywhere.
by Vialis's right-hand man, Farrell, since he's the accounting man. But they have nothing to do with the cult activities themselves. They're just there to, like, test security, and if any of them go missing, he knows that he has thieves.
Ah, okay. So they're not really... Okay.
So they're just there as, like, bait.
Yeah, I'd probably recognize...
You'd recognize them as general bookkeeping junk.
Junk. Yeah. Okay.
What the wives keep around as, what I bought for groceries last month.
Okay.
Not me, though.
Okay. I don't want to steal the show. I don't want to steal the show over this whole adventure. But
Don't worry.
I would probably go ahead and... No, I'll regroup. I'm not going to try to sneak down the stairs just
Sandra
yet.
would very
Your
kindly
roll is good enough that I'll let you sneak back over.
Okay, thank you.
Whisper, it seems like...
It's junk.
Yeah, but which stairway do we want to use? Maybe we want to use the other stairway and the smaller back passage tunnel rather than the main one going to whatever this is?
Why? They know they're already alerted to here. These people aren't. Let's go this
Maybe
way.
easier to attack from a smaller point.
Nah. Why do we want to... Go this way. Element of surprise.
Who's to say that they don't already know that we're here?
Who's to say they do?
I think they probably would, because the other guy escaped.
Somebody knows.
Then it doesn't matter.
Maybe we'll have a good welcoming committee depending on which way we go.
Well, I can go down and look.
I take a peek down that. I shook my eyeball. That's my daughter.
That's the alarm.
You hear that there's definitely people down there.
Okay.
Proximity alert. Proximity alert.
They sound like a 1.5-year-old.
Thanks for the sound effects, honey.
Well, we have tokens. We can sneak down, but the tokens themselves are probably not good enough.
Well, we're dressed in those
Or-
clothes, so...
I can go take a look and come back and report, or we can storm the place.
Probably better to let you take a look first and see lay of the land.
Okay. In that case,
I'm fine with letting Whiff continue to stealth it up.
okay. Then I am going to cast invisibility on myself because there's obviously people down there. So,
You're gonna what?
cast invisibility on myself,
Okay.
and then go ahead and sneak on down them stairs.
So just as you're starting to cast invisibility on yourself, you actually see 3 cultists come around the corner and actually line up at the bottom of the stairs.
Surprise.
You can actually move the paper a little bit back. There should be a room like at the bottom of the stairs there. Don't uncover the whole thing yet.
Okay.
And line them up right against the back wall of that room at the bottom of the stairs for me.
Here.
Yep.
Surprise.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so they're kind of there, and so I do get my invisibility off. How
Yes.
high? How tall are the ceilings again?
Shoot.
I thought they were 10 feet.
That's what I thought too. I
Last
just want to
fight.
confirm.
Because of flying shenanigans.
Because fairy.
I'm pretty sure they're 10 feet throughout the whole thing.
Just for the sake of argument.
I mean, that's pretty common.
Yes.
Okay.
It's 10 feet throughout the entire temple.
Okay. Then, in my invisible self, I am just going to fly right over their heads and take a look at the lower room.
Okay, well, if you're going to go over their heads, you're going to run into a wall. There's a room right behind them.
Like a wall.
Oh, I see.
It's a
This
wall.
okay. This is a wall. Okay, I misunderstood the map.
I mean, are you going to
So
try
it's
to
like there's a
explore the
okay. So it's like there's a
passages?
passage.
Yeah.
That
There's
way,
a
that way.
passage to either side of the wall that they've got their backs against.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. No, wait.
Okay?
So, fly, just kind of buzz over this way.
Okay. So if you're looking down that way, you see a very long corridor, and there's pews. Okay, you can uncover that now.
Okay.
All the way down. You see pews, and you see a man standing in front of a very large, glowing altar of some sort. It's pretty far away, so you can't really make out a lot of details, but there's definitely other things down there.
Set this
Pew
aside.
pew. Pew pew.
Pew. Pew. As opposed to
Kate.
boo, boo,
Pew pew.
boo, boo.
Wow, you're so funny!
Kate always says that. She's not paying
I
attention.
can't believe how funny you are. It's incredible.
Attention, I was ignoring.
So all I've seen so far is these three guys lining up and this guy at the altar.
You can see that there is a larger dude at the altar. There's a lot of glowing and a lot of weirdness happening down there, but it's relatively far away.
Relatively far away. Well, I can take a relatively closer look.
What could go wrong?
You're gonna get yourself.
I'm still invisible, still flying, and I'll gladly make more stealth checks if you need me to.
I'm gonna need you to make another stealth check.
Okay, another stealth check.
Yeah, that's what the
stealth,
Vantaji, right?
Stealth check.
Can't
Isn't
give
it
you
advantage
inspiration.
because you're invisible?
It is advantage because I'm invisible. That didn't help much. Okay. 14.
Okay. Just as you're starting to fly past the room and towards the pews, you notice that the larger gentleman turns around and is looking around like he feels your presence. Can you put him up there?
Well, that's a full stop right there. I mostly wanted to know: is there anything on the altar that he's working with that I could see?
On the altar, you do see, from that vantage point, what looks like two adult humans that are dead.
Oh, dead.
Oh.
Ew.
Relay.
Yeah.
And to either side of him, there is a growl
Ew.
Brainy tentacle things.
Ew.
Brainy
and two
tentacles.
more cultists.
Oh, fun.
Alrighty then.
And as he turns around to look in your direction directly, because he feels your presence,
Hide behind the pillar.
you see that he has a bloody knife in his hand.
Was there another growl too? Or just the
There's one growl with
Okay,
him right
only
now.
one.
Freshly dead.
Okay.
She's very vocal tonight.
Well, I've learned what I needed to learn. I am the best I can do at this point is try to make my way back
Okay.
and make my report. So,
Wall.
start flying.
Okay.
Life of the
Give me
toddler.
another stealth check right there.
Another stealth check right there.
Very energetic.
With
Cocked.
advantage.
You still have advantage.
So of advantage. Ugh. Well, I'm getting tired. 13.
13.
Oh no.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, but they know that you're here. So at this point, because the cultists can feel that their leader has felt you,
Oh.
they look in your direction and they raise their weapons. And one of them notices that your friends are peeking around the corner.
Oh shit!
Roll for initiative.
Nice going, Rage.
Hey,
Yeah, he's the only one closest to the corner there.
Oh, you're blaming me because I see around the corner?
Yeah.
the giant hammer.
The hammer is what they saw.
Yeah.
I drop it on my toe. Like, who's over there?
Ooh, excuse me.
Oh, sorry.
I cast color spray.
Right. Okay, let's give the other liquid dice a chance. Let's see if it wants to suck like the other one. Oh, it still sucks.
I have the poorest one
Not
yet.
as bad as before, but it still sucks.
I have advantage, and I rolled a 5 and a 6.
I rolled a 2.
This is not voting well for the party.
Although it's a 4 with my plus 4. No, a 6 with my plus 4.
Or to move 10 feet.
Alright, sorry, I need to get myself
Ready for battle.
set up here.
It's all
What did I
good.
do with
It's all
his
good.
stats? What did I do with this dude's stats? I don't know if I'm ready to play this dude.
I got 20 new combat tracks, Brian.
Oh.
Nice.
Actually, 22 new combat tracks.
I don't know if this is spooky cave enough for me.
This is combat music. We're fighting.
Okay.
Once the fight's over, I'll go back to spooky cave music.
See, what he needs to be is like the metal fight music, because Rage would totally be rocking out to the metal fight music.
I don't know if I'm not sure if that works. If I can pick that track and it'll keep shuffling randomly or not. Whoops.
Whoops.
Apparently, I just picked a different one.
See, that's better.
You took off our combat music.
Really, guys?
No, it's still combat music, but
It's just a different track.
it's a different track.
A build up.
Right.
See, it's got some suspense.
It's true.
So, can you label the first three thugs ABC?
Easy one, two,
Oh, the ones here.
Cultists, I mean. The other two thugs D and E. Ah! Where did it go?
Which way? It's
behind your tablet.
Which way did it go?
Slapped it!
Pretty sure that one's already bloody, John.
No.
No?
No.
Oh, you sure?
F on that grill.
See, this is
F you, John.
Effing growl.
this is
Effing growl.
better battle music because
Here's some blood for you guys. In case you need it.
I should say rage.
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 Alright. Have some tokens just in case I need them. Alright. Oh! Why did that switch?
I switched it for you.
What?
Crazy.
We have a magic initiative board. It knows what we're playing.
Sometimes. Yeah, I haven't rolled initiative for my guys yet, but let's get your guys down first. Finn.
6.
Oh my god.
He's busy meditating.
Syndra.
Also 6.
What's your dex?
+2. You should be
plus
higher.
4.
Yeah, you win.
Finn is higher. Needle Rock.
19.
19.
Oh, okay. Neil Rock's ready to go.
He's like, I'm ready to kill something.
Or sing about it.
Whiff.
Sorry, Neil Rock. 21.
Oh.
Noise.
The
All
very
right. It's
sick.
probably a good
Rogie
thing
McRogerson.
considering you're out in the middle of the field. Rage.
8.
We suck.
Alrighty.
no, we
I have
suck
advantage
again.
too.
Okay. Alrighty.
Holy cow.
Okay, so that'll be 19.
She's hypersonic tonight.
It's like a screaming toddler running around behind
What's
the
your
altar.
dexterity modifier, Neil Rock?
+1.
Okay.
Wow, damn. They got some
Oh,
good,
no.
They got some good initiative there.
Problematic.
Yep. Ooh, now it's exciting.
Sorry. You don't have to worry about how soon the growl is going.
Good. At least something had to go our way.
Your wings are making way too much noise as you're flying around there, Whiff. You gotta be quieter.
It's all the stolen loot.
Yeah. His pockets
Jingle, jingle,
Coin
jingle,
purse,
jingle,
jingle,
jingle.
What can I say? You cannot hide this fabulousness
Oh
for very
my
long.
god.
I'm excited to see Terry's reaction to this current character.
I say go before the two of you.
Alrighty.
Oh, well, we're not too. Well, yeah, we're
no.
pretty low.
Lord Vialis going early is bad juju.
At least we're around the corner. John's gonna be
At
dead.
least,
or-
well, that's
Whiff-
why rogues
Whiff is gonna be
have
dead.
handy abilities like disengage.
Yeah, I know. I think
Or Cialis.
I think I'll survive the first round at least.
True, and then I'll run out there and I'll get killed, so it'll be fine. Ranger will get killed.
Alrighty. So, going into the first round, our initiative order is Whiff. Lord Vialis, which, if you haven't figured out, is the guy at the altar.
Yeah.
Neil Rock, the occultists. The occultists. Rage, Finn, Sindra, and Degrel. And just for visualization, this is Mr. Vialis
Oh, he looks
himself.
very crazy.
He's creepy
The
looking.
big
Bananas.
eyes.
This is Mr. Creepster.
My eyes are
Mr.
big.
Creepster, he looks like
Creepster himself.
he looks like he could use a good laugh.
He looks like he could use a good
He
nap.
sounds like an angry baby.
Yeah.
Really, really good time.
He's pretty upset about you trying to interrupt what he's up to. So, I think I am ready.
Okay,
Whiff is up first.
then I'm going to move 5, 10. That'll get me just within range. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 feet. And he does need a good laugh. So I cast Hideous Laughter on him.
On Vialis or on the cultist?
On Vialis.
Tasha's hideous.
A
Nice.
creature of your choice that you can see within range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter if this spell affects it.
Counterspell.
Indie counter spells it.
Oh,
Okay.
counter spell.
It is a level 1 spell, so
Okay.
it's automatic.
Counterspells it.
All right.
And now you're visible, right?
And now you're visible.
Because you cast a
But
spell.
I am visible now. So I will disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think that's the best I can
Which
do.
square are you in? Are you in first or second square?
I am on second square.
Okay.
So disengage doesn't give you movement. You have
No.
movement left.
What?
Disengage.
Oh, wait.
You extra
You're-
movement.
Because you moved up there.
Yeah, I have a speed of 40 feet.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Because fairy.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm still going to be target, but you know,
Well, this guy can move the most out of
at least I am not in visual range of
yeah.
45.
Mr. Spellcast.
Monks are
So.
insane.
Okay. So I give it.
Hold on though. If you fly over that guy and then you move that way, those two guys get opportunity attacks against you.
I'm disengaged.
Oh, sorry.
Because rogue.
I gotta listen. Disengaged. Oh, God. God.
So anyway, I give a quick shout.
Okay.
Sorry.
Quicker.
I'm trying to think
Can
like
you
a
shout
fairy.
quicker,
It's kind of difficult.
Company is here.
Danger.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
5 meat shields, 1 brain, and a spellcaster.
Okay.
Fair enough.
And Vialis? You could call it. They know what he's called.
I don't. Well, out of
Or are you
character, I know
that
that's
flustered?
out of character, I know it. I don't know if I'd recognize him in character.
Oh, okay. Okay. Fair enough.
Fairy enough.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That's turn. Yes.
Okay. So with that, Vialis is going to turn back to what he's doing and continue his ritual.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh man! Somebody get up there and kill that guy. I mean, hug him. Hug that guy to death.
Nilrock, your turn.
Alright,
You be here.
get me to the top of the stairs.
10, 15.
And I will
Play us a love song.
Check your manual. What is happening?
I will point at number 1 and say, "This is going to end with that weapon up your arse." Cast vicious mockery.
On letter A.
On A.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a wisdom saving throw.
On one of the cultists.
Yes.
Number
Okay.
1.
A. Letter A.
Yeah.
That will be a 6.
That fails.
Oh, shocking!
Hey, finally, for first.
So for 4 psychic damage.
4 psychic damage. Ouch!
And
And where's the rest of the spell?
You see him
Says-
grab his head and go, oh!
He has disadvantage on his next attack roll
Alrighty.
before the end of its next turn.
Got it. Anything else?
One second. I want to look at ability here.
I like how your dice and coin tray also functions as a phone stand. That's amazing.
I can be faster than this.
Crud.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
Crud, I'm just realizing I forgot to pick up the silver chalice. It's still
You
sitting back
did.
there.
You said you were going to take it.
He didn't take it though.
I didn't actually, but I didn't
He said
actually
he was
do
going
it.
to, but he didn't actually do it.
Oh, you snooze, you lose, brah.
Yeah, I'll have to go back for it.
All right, Neil Rock, it's your turn. So now it's the cultists of the burnt tongue.
Oh.
All right, so letter A is going to. Are you still flying?
I am flying. I'm 10 feet up.
Second square.
Technically within range.
Okay, you're still in range. So he's going to take a step up,
You better step up, boy.
and he is going to.
Yeah.
Reach up at you with his scimitar.
Okay.
He's gonna cut you.
And he criticals.
Oh.
Oh.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't. I don't want him to.
Oh.
Tough
Unless you're a
shite.
game player, you're SML, buddy.
So that's going to be 2 plus 2d6.
Ouchie.
That's cocked. 6 + 1. Alright, so that's going to be for 7 slashing damage.
Okay. 7 damage. That's not worth uncanny dodging at this
So
point.
that's A, and B is also going to come up on you, Whiff,
Okay.
and take a swing at you with his scimitar for AC 15
That's a hit.
for 7 slashing.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge that
Okay.
since I get one every round anyway.
Do we have
So
the
3.
You do.
Well,
Yes, no heals.
kind of.
Yeah, I'm
The
fine.
bard has healing.
And C has 30 feet of movement. Can he reach Neil Rock?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay, he's gonna come up on Neil Rock, and he's gonna swing at you with his scimitar for probably not gonna hit, but AC 9.
That will miss.
He swings, and he's so intimidated by your size that he misses. And the other 2 cultists are just gonna move forward 30 feet.
15, 20, 25, 30.
And it is at this time that you hear them both mumble a bit, and you realize that there's someone else in the room.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
Where?
Who is sitting on a pew, and you suddenly realize that you saw a flash of red hat.
Oh, Farrell. Oh, that's annoying. Apparently he didn't go to town. Or he came back real quick.
Barrel.
That's fun.
I forgot that he was supposed to be here if he didn't run into him yet. So, he won't be in this round, but I do have to put him into the initiative. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. Battle surprises are fun.
You're a bonehead.
You want a bonehead?
I'm a bonehead.
You're a bonehead.
Yeah.
Okay, well, fix it next round.
She is.
Our daughter is she's really, really vocal.
I was under the impression that you were going to cast Fairy Fire because you were first, and that just stuck in my head. So regardless of the fact that you did not do that, I should have cast Bane.
So,
You know.
Well,
that is the cultist's turn. Rage, you're up.
Okay, let me get Rage's theme music going.
Oh,
oh,
gosh.
Ray has the music.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's cello music.
Metal cello. Here we go.
They call me Metal Cello.
So I shout out, Rage!
And then he drops his hammer on his foot again.
He stumbles down the stairs.
Trips over his hammer and falls down the stairs.
I run around those guys and I get into a flank with Norak. And I attack.
Reckless.
Reckless?
Doesn't need to.
No, I don't actually need to right now.
Yay, flanking.
I still don't have advantage, but I don't have to. I don't have to be
You'll
reckless.
never have advantage.
All right. I attack cultist A. I hit AC 16.
A or
That'll
C?
hit.
I'm sorry, C. C.
See? Okay, that'll still hit.
Well, that's pretty good. 14 bludgeoning damage.
You take a giant swing with your hammer and you knock his legs right out from underneath him and he falls to the floor dead.
Oh, good. Wow, jumpy. Rage!
I start playing my hammer like a guitar. And I turn around and I swing on A.
A?
Swing on A.
A.
This time I'm reckless.
Okay.
Oh,
Still no advantage.
Oh,
Ooh.
9.
Damage
That'll
was good.
miss. You took so much energy in that first hit that you don't quite get your hammer up.
Wow.
That sounds like using Lord Cialis over there.
Cialis.
Nice.
That is Rage's turn.
That's Rage's turn.
Love it.
He needs a break after that one.
Ooh, tired.
All right. Take a breather. Finn, you're up.
All right.
Finny, Finn.
You can technically stand underneath me.
Oh.
Because he's up in the air.
Right here.
Do you want to stand?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm either
That probably was
position 1 or position 2.
So. No.
Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You could get up to A. You
have
could
movement
get
of
up to
45.
either. Oh, you have movement of 45?
Oh,
then you go wherever you want then.
I'm standing right there.
Okay.
You could probably get around them and get flanking.
Okay.
You probably have to tumble through them.
If you're allowing the tumble rules, normally you can't move through somebody's space who's an enemy.
Oh, right.
So if you want, and you can stand underneath John, underneath Whiff,
Okay.
if you want to.
We might need our combat tears.
Yeah, I'll get him out.
For some reason, I thought I had left room on the sides of them. But
10-foot wide
It's fine.
staircase. Plugged up by 2. No, that's good positioning. That's what
I
enemies would
can
do.
barely see. I'm not tall enough to see over the DM screen. I need a
just kicked
booster
something.
seat.
It might be
Periscope.
two tall people fighting for
Up
the living room
Periscope?
under the table.
I love that movie.
Ray just standing there like headbanging in the hallway.
That was the Kelsey Grammer movie, right?
What is it they
movie.
kept saying he had tattooed on his schlong? Anchors Away or something.
Oh, jeez.
Trying to think if I ever actually saw it.
It's a really funny movie.
Or is he flying too? Or
No, I'm the only one that's flying.
okay.
He's fine.
Will its wings fit under there?
Oh my god, oh my god.
There's so
We're
many
overcomplicating
wings.
this.
Why do you all have wings?
Well, technically, they're not there right now.
Here's the next size in case you need it.
Okay. So
You can
let's
fly, but
Cultist
then we
A,
did.
but it's in retreat.
Now the party means business. We got the rock music on.
All right, so let me wallop on
A's been damaged, B has not.
A.
A's looking pretty worse for the wear. But not bloody yet.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do some martial arts.
Yeah, you are.
Martial arts or martial law?
All right.
Marsha.
Oops.
Not Marcia Arts.
You say it your
could be a
way.
thing.
All day my
Ooh,
way.
that's a good hit too. So 21 to hit,
That'll hit.
and that's going to be for 6.
What do you use? Just your hands?
Yes.
All right.
Elbows, knees, feet.
Head,
Head.
shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Hold on, that's a draconic strike. When you damage a target with an unarmed strike, you can change the damage type to acid, cold, fire, or lightning, or poison. So it'll be
If-
fire. No.
Okay. All right. That's just going to put a different spin on it. So you strike out with your
Fists of
mightiness, with fire coming from your body, and he burns into ash in front of your eyes.
Oh.
Nice.
Nothing but a pile of dust in front of you.
Very to be.
Nice. Let's see. I have to remember.
Nice monk theme. I like it.
Yeah, I did that on purpose. Totally.
Are you going to keep changing the music for each fighter?
I didn't change it.
That's hilarious, actually.
Oh, and I attack again.
I'd
so
like the Shawn Michaels theme song for my
on B.
for my
The metal one.
I'm just a sexy boy. Sexy boy.
Sorry, kid.
Just a boy toy. Sexy boy.
Yes, I love Shawn Michaels.
So this is 14.
Ultimate wrestling.
Go.
14 to hit.
14 to hit.
Yes. Oh, that'll hit.
14 to hit on
Sorry.
bead.
Oh, I have to pay attention on the DM.
That damage will also be fire, and that's for 8.
You scorch out again, and you burn him, but he's just there hanging on.
Is he bloody?
He is very bloody.
Okay.
Pretty sure you brought him to 1 hit point, Greg.
All right. I think that's in my turn because I didn't use any points.
All right. That is Finn's turn. Syndra, you're up.
Oh.
John, can you take that other cultist off the empty part of the pit?
Let's see. She's back there.
In one job.
I blame Finn.
Take the burnt cultists off the map.
Dead monster tracker.
We're gonna move over
5, 10, 15, 20,
here, I guess, to
25.
get line of sight.
Fireball.
That's overkill. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, though. What in the world? My sheet is doing something weird. What?
We have appropriate waiting for Syndra music.
She's calculating. She's calculating.
Buffering.
Little hourglass is turning
Right.
over.
So, let's see here. Seeing that the guy looks excessively beat up, she's gonna kind of try to shout down the hall and say, let's see. If one of you is young Fargo, you don't need to die along with your psycho master. And she's gonna look at the one and say, I hope you're not him, I'm sorry. And she's gonna toss a firebolt at him.
It's so adorably awkward.
I hope you're not him. Here's a fire.
I hope you're not him. I'm sorry.
Shoot first, ask questions later.
All right.
I mean, there's no look of recognition on his face. They can't even respond, right? Like,
They can't. They can't. They don't have tongues.
Oh, lovely.
That's right.
They're cultists.
That's all right.
So they're full-blown members.
Ew. Alright, so Firebolt is an attack roll. 3. Let's see how we do. Let's roll the birthday dice. Why not?
Oh, I don't know.
It's going to hit for AC 21.
Fireball tablet.
Oh, she's fire bolting, right?
Yep, Firebolting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
21 will definitely
Yeah,
hit.
and then it's going to be...
Is it more than one?
It's going to be 2d10 of damage, so yes.
It's dead.
Okay.
You throw a firebolt in his direction, he goes, "Eh!" and poof.
Okay.
Doesn't even have a chance
And
to
she's
react.
gonna duck around the corner again, just for now.
All right, that's your turn.
Movement. Yeah.
Alrighty. All right, so that's Syndra's turn. The Grell. Mr. Grell Man. Is going to hover forward 30 feet. Awesome. And that will bring us up to With again, top of round 2. As we come back around to the top of round 2, though,
What did the Grell do?
Moved.
he hovered. Hovered.
Round 2.
So coming back around at the top of round 2, you see this altar in front of Lord Vialis start to burn up. And this
Can we see it from up
Do we see it?
You'll be able to see it.
Okay.
It's like glowing around the corners.
You
I see.
It's-
This, suddenly, there's all kind of
It's
light.
so
coming from it.
bright that you can see this aquamarine light coming from around the corners.
Sandra, what's happening?
You can't talk. It's not your turn.
And
Something
what's
not good.
happening is that a aquamarine fire is consuming these dead bodies that you saw. And
I could probably get that impression. Yeah.
They, sorry, they're consumed by that fire and are reduced to bone and ash. And from that bone and ash appears another growl.
More brain.
A baby.
More brain.
Ew.
So 2 people equal 1 growl.
It is now your turn.
Okay.
We hope.
Still flying.
It's not a baby.
Yeah.
No. It's just like the one that's already hovering around.
Chase the growl.
So I can't call
It's
it a
just a
baby
growl in the swirl. That's all that will let it be.
D&D Beyond. Thank you.
It's not just a baby.
I see
Are any of them wearing metal? Oh wait, never mind.
Baby ground. Always extra.
Oh, not much.
Just the baby growl. I'm just the baby growl.
Well, since he's already finished whatever it was he was doing, apparently. Stabby stabby on D.
Stabby stabby on D.
I'm flying over
stabby on D.
and dive bomb him.
Very, very.
Yes.
AC 24.
That'll hit.
And that will be for a D8, and I'm going to sneak attack it. No, I can't sneak attack this guy.
No, that's your swashbuckler.
Oh, that's just what's power. No. No, I am failing with my dice tonight.
Roll those dice off the table.
6.
Right. You fly on up, have him take another big old swing. That was D, right?
Yep.
Take a big old chunk out of him. He's definitely bleeding,
Okay.
but he's still up.
Okay. Then I am for my bonus action.
Like bloody bleeding or like flavor bleeding?
Bloody.
Okay, 30. I've got 10 feet of movement left.
I'm not gonna say he's bleeding unless he's bloody. I don't take it to that much, Flavor Town.
After a whiff is Lord Viagra. Okay.
The poor person who wrote this module, man.
I was going to disengage back 10 feet.
I
so
mean,
the
unless they
movement I
did
got
it on
left.
purpose. It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
If possible.
It's possible.
Make him come to me. Okay, I'm done.
Done?
Done.
All right. All right, we move to Lord Vialis, who all you hear is a ha 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 ha. And you see him turn to face the room as he gestures to his new minion, my darling.
See, that's what I wanted to do for you earlier. Give you a nice laugh, but you didn't want to do that.
He's Johnny.
For those that can't see us, we're all just giving John the cricket's face.
Actually, I did smirk a little bit.
Thank you, Greg.
I
Moving on
knew you
to
were trying
Nilrock.
to cast Tasha.
Don't encourage him, Greg. Never encourage the Johnny.
All right, I am kind of stuck, but not really. So 5, 10,
Well, it's all just you guys
Double
down
move
there.
through
So.
people. Yeah.
So I can either.
I could just move out of the way, right?
No.
I'm gonna go. Can I reach to
5,
under
10, 15,
under whiff?
25.
25.
25, 30.
That's 30 feet.
Wait, you
That's
could probably
30
do that better. Let's
No,
try
that's-
that again. So he was here?
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, because you can't click the corner, right?
Yeah, you don't trust me.
And that's
John
a
did it just
wall.
fine, Kate.
Got it. Yeah, all good.
That's a wall there too.
No, I have.
I would say that you could probably see well enough around that to cast around that corner.
Visibility with cover.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will point at him and say, "You look like you sleep on a pillow of caltrops." and I cast Vicious Mockery.
That'd be good for back.
Burn out your tongue.
So it's a
That was a very hard T for someone without a tongue.
wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. Look, ooh, you asshole.
11.
Fail.
Yeah.
Nice.
For
These
three,
guys aren't very wise.
for 3 psychic damage.
He dies.
You killed him with an insult.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Yes. Love a good insult.
I think I'll die of that surprise.
And I will use my bonus action to give Rage my last Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, 1d8.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
I think I'll die of not surprise.
Nice. That's pretty good.
Look at me, I'm molting.
That will conclude my turn.
All right.
And I'm out of Bardic Inspiration.
With that, it occurs to me that I don't think you guys know what this dude looks like.
Douchey McDouche.
Douchey McDouchebag.
This is feral guy.
You see a blue-skinned elf stand up
That
from
is
the
a-
pew
That is a fancy red hat.
in his fancy red hat and saunter towards you. I always knew I'd have to take care of things for these people.
I call dibs on the hat.
And he
That's
has
a nice hat.
30 feet of movement.
Wouldn't fit me.
30.
I don't
You could
know if
probably
he
jump.
can reach Nilrock.
Depends if you are the pews like difficult terrain. Does he have to kind of go around the pews? Like, it's totally up to you.
Did you guys put him on a front pew or a back pew?
It was a front pew.
It was a pew.
Did you want him on a back pew?
I wanted him on a back pew.
can have him on
I'm
a
going
back
to say
pew.
I wanted him
Okay.
on a back pew.
Let's have him on back pew then. Whatever. Right
And I would say he, could step right off the side of the back pew because he was like kind of like,
Perched.
perched.
Okay.
Thanks.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, he can get right up underneath me.
Under you.
Underneath me.
Underneath him, and
Kind of like right there.
Underneath it all.
Oh, does he get there?
Yeah, he gets there.
Okay.
And not quite underneath me, but yeah, right there.
We'll make a mockery out of you.
He's close. He's close enough that I can get him to do a sneak attack. Wait here.
You see him pull out a rapier, and he's gonna swing at you, Neilrock. He's annoyed with you, as if you can't tell. Sorry, it's been a long time since I used fighting characters.
it's all good.
Been playing a sorcerer for so long. I'm guessing an AC 11 ain't gonna do it.
That will not.
It will not. So he swings and he swings wide. Apparently he's been sitting too long. Sword falls to the ground next to you. You see a furrowed brow on his face. Well, that didn't go as planned.
It never does.
And that's gonna be it. Yep. And now it's the cultist's
The cultist.
turn. So he has a movement of 30.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Or 25.
Let's have him go after rage. I think they're still annoyed with rage.
Okay. They are enraged with rage.
They're enraged with rage.
Rage is reckless, so the cultist has advantage.
Has advantage?
Correct.
Okay. So he will swing at you with his, I can't remember the weapon, scimitar. Scimitar. Alright, that's going to be AC 19.
Hit.
That'll hit. Where did my dice go? Oh my god. For 6 slashing.
Reduced to 3. Okay. Got it.
And that will be his turn. Rage. How would you like to rebut?
I will hit him in the butt with my hammer.
He will rebut with a headbutt.
He will rebut with a butt.
Raging! Okay. So attack reckless again. AC 11.
The chumpies are maybe.
Against a cultist?
Yep.
Yeah.
That'll miss.
All right.
Try again.
Attack number 2.
PC save.
14.
Oh, no.
That'll hit.
Okay. Cool. Minimum damage. 6.
You swing and you hit him, he's bleeding. But still up. 6.
6. Yes. Okay. So those 2 attacks, and I don't know if that's going to matter, but the first creature that I hit with an attack has disadvantage on anybody who isn't me, and if I attack somebody who isn't me and hit them, they have resistance to the damage. I don't know if it'll be
Okay.
relevant, but
Alright.
that is my turn.
I don't think he's going to survive to the.
Yeah, I don't think
He's
so. I
likely
don't, I
not.
don't think so either.
Likely not, but we'll see.
Ah, this hammer is so heavy! Yay!
Alright. That's your turn?
Yep.
Alright, Finny Fin Fin.
All right, who's
You're up.
near me?
Well, there's that cultist that's just
Got it
about
right
dead
next to
right
you.
there.
All
Cultist right
let's
next to
turn
you.
around to him. So one of my attacks, I can use Breath of the Dragon instead of actually attacking.
Keep in mind, he's almost dead.
Oh, I should say
He's
that.
pretty much gone.
I'm gonna poke him.
There you go.
Ew. It's a family game.
Make sure you get behind him first before you poke him.
Poke him with his weapon.
Yeah, you
can
flank him.
You can flank him if you
with
want.
advantage.
Oh, advantage.
And make sure it's, maximum poking.
Okay.
Poke him from behind, Greg.
Cost you 10 movement for
Poke him
that.
from behind.
That's funny. It rolled the same thing twice. 12-12,
Nice.
which is 19-19
Hits.
for 9-9.
Down.
Nice.
Okay, so let's see.
So
Let me get that dude.
you've got the
This
movement
guy's
to get to
the cheering
Douchey
squad here.
McDoucheface over
Okay,
here.
let's go to Douchey McDoucheface.
How much movement does he have left?
How much did he move? 3? Is that
He moved 10.
5, 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 15,
have a move of 45.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. He can even get to flanking.
Yep.
So, free hugs.
All right.
Hey, I don't need this right now.
Yeah, let's see.
Advantage.
They're off the board.
So I have my short sword now because I poked the other guy.
Well, I mean, are you drawing a sword to attack with him, or are you using your martial arts?
Oh, yeah. I guess I would have had to do that. So I guess I'll still do.
Well,
mine.
because if you make unarmed strikes, I think flurry of blows. You have to make unarmed strikes to do flurry of blows.
yeah, which I haven't done that yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know because I think if you draw
Yeah.
the short sword, you won't get the option to
No.
use.
Right, the
flurry of
unarmed
blows.
strike, I think, gets you the bonus attack
Yeah.
unarmed strike too. So you have to do that to maximize your attacks.
Okay. So
Use kung fu, Greg.
Yeah.
Kung Fu.
That's like being a monk, isn't it?
Kung fu.
Oh, that was 14. So 21. And
21 on feral.
21 to hit?
Yeah.
Yep.
That'll hit.
For 7.
7.
Okay, that hits, and that will make him bloody.
Oh.
Hey, are you the guy we're looking for?
Flurry of blows and Ponem.
Yeah. Why not?
Nice.
This guy is surprisingly not very strong.
So
He's a thug.
I have to go to key points.
Key points.
Key points.
Oh, another great track. Greg's making funny faces.
They can't see my face. They would be most.
But we're allowed to tell them. They can't see me. The time is now.
Okay.
Greg.
18 to hit
That'll hit.
for 5.
He's dead.
Wow.
1 point.
Being cocky. So cocky.
So cocky.
So,
He walked up to
You only have
to Dillarock,
you only
tried
have,
to draw his weapon.
Sword missed and then died.
I guess I don't get that other attack though.
No, I mean you got 5 feet of movement left, but there's no one around for you to really attack.
So it goes.
I mean, you could move closer to, something else,
growls.
but
To that guy.
I guess
Jerk
I
face.
can get.
Just kind of take a step.
There we go. There we go.
alrighty. Is that your turn? Cool. Sindra, you're up.
All right. What to do with that?
I didn't know he was that jumpy. I honestly didn't.
They're killing me here, Greg.
What?
He's mouthing along with the music, and it's very funny. Because he's doing it when the girl is singing.
No one would expect that kind of voice to come out of a dude.
Why am I off the
I
map?
never know.
You never know.
Unless they're very skilled and
Someone
pentatonics.
kicked you in the balls.
We got a cultist cheering squad over here. Our dead cultists. Rah, rah.
They're occultists.
Jafar, he's our man. You can do it great.
Sorry, I'm trying to look at where I'm going. That's why I moved.
Oh.
I see the lines. That doesn't get. Does that get line of sight to that guy because it's right around the corner?
I think she rolled that yes, since it's.
Okay.
Yes, I ruled that the
25,
magic
that-
casters could get line of sight
That
around the
has line
corner.
of sight around the corner.
Okay.
Probably shouldn't have, but
No, it's technically correct.
According to the rules, yeah. That's right.
according to the rules.
The rules.
The rules.
The rules.
According to Ja Rule,
Let's see. What should
You get it.
I do?
murder.
But I'm always on time.
Jello.
Baby.
Be mine.
Her songs were always remixes
You know Ashanti?
because she was a terrible
Can
singer.
you mark that girl for me? That
In
other
English.
girl? I don't think you
Oh, I forgot to
took
move.
the marker with the other one.
I'm sorry if there are any
Alright,
J-Lo fans.
so
out
we're
there.
gonna say that
There might be.
I like J-Lo.
I just
a
think
radio
her
sphere.
songs are remixes, but that's fine. I like them too.
So right
job.
in front of the growl, she's going to make a sudden, loud, ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a Constitution saving throw. Creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. A creature made of inorganic material has disadvantage on the saving throw, although I'm guessing they're not inorganic.
What's the spell key?
It's shatter,
Cool.
Yeah.
They're organic materials. I
probably.
think.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, they're brains.
Yeah.
So
Actually, oops.
it's a what
He should,
save?
he should join
It's
the
a
cheering
Constitution saving throw.
Okay. And it's what kind of damage?
Thunder damage.
Thunder.
Cheering squad with no tongue.
It's thunder. 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 Thunder damage.
Oh! Should get a picture of our cheering squad.
On save, here we go. It's just on the one?
Yep.
Natural 1.
All right, that's a fail.
You
So
go squish.
3d8.
Ooh. That's nice.
Oh, that's
damage.
respectable. All right. 6, 12.
Thunder.
So that will be, let's see here, 17
Ooh,
thunder damage.
ouchie.
Rattle that brain.
If you wanted to alert to everybody that we're here, this loud
I think they
noise.
already know thanks to you, little friend.
Not the people downstairs. Oh, whatever.
Finn's just left.
Yes, thanks to you, little
Well, now they know we're fighting up here.
Finn's doubled
Let
over
me just
left.
clear this up. These people all knew you were here because of you.
Hey, it could have worked. If that guy wasn't standing there, if that guy wasn't standing in that spot that I couldn't see, it would have worked fine.
Finn is literally on the ground, rolling around, laughing. His head off.
Yo, you guys suck.
Alright, so yeah. 17 thunder.
17 thunder. He takes it.
Alright, not bloody. Boo. Alright.
You see it. With tentacles in the air.
It's
Wonderful.
It's probably gonna hurt me next.
Very
That's
nice.
a good time. Yeah, because I can't get out of there. So that's okay.
I know you need to record me.
You're being recorded.
I mean, like,
Video recording.
yeah.
I'm gonna motion to Neil Rock and Rage and say, a little help here, please. And that's it.
All right. And growls.
I think our
Well, F can probably move up here.
Yeah, he's gonna move right on up to Syndra, who just
Super.
gave him a nice little thunderous
Oh,
shock
boy.
there.
Oh boy.
That's fun.
And he's going to come
Seems
right
good.
on you first with his
Whoa!
Family game.
tentacle attack.
I'm sure it's his tentacle.
He uses tentacle.
Phrasing, Sarah. Phrasing. Phrasing.
Are we still doing phrasing?
I'm sorry. Dude, I know for a fact now that I'm ADHD. I can't think of everything at once. It's gonna be AC 15 to hit.
Arg, that ties it. Yep. So, yep.
Do you want to have
So it
shield?
hits?
Oh, wait. Oh, hang on. Yes, I do have shield. Thank you.
Don't play her
Great.
character.
That's Thank you. It's been so long since I've played a caster. Yeah, shield. Absolutely. She knows how nasty those are. Yeah.
Okay.
Love you.
All right. Well, in that case, it's gonna follow up and try to beak you. I'm guessing. Oh, God, that dice is see-through.
High contrast dice.
No, it is high contrast.
Apparently
Just
not.
See-through.
Too much see-through.
I'm blaming your new bright
I'm
light that
blaming
you
your
have
bright
there.
light. Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Don't be mad at my awesome light.
AC7's not gonna hit.
Get out of my head.
You managed to dodge out of the way of its tentacle and move just in time for its beak to just barely grace your ear.
Says,
Oh
help
boy.
here, guys.
Did it whisper anything?
Ew.
No sweet nothings. All you hear is. And the other one is going to brush by Lord Vialis very tenderly and hover
Oh.
30 feet towards Finn.
Towards Phil.
Oh boy.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30.
Is he within 10 feet?
He's within 5 feet.
Alrighty.
Let's see if I have something I can do.
That's a critical.
Oh, no.
Let's see. Do I have anything I can
You
do?
gotta look at your reactions and your actions.
Can you do a reaction to avoid a critical?
No, he might be able to reduce damage or something.
Okay.
Oops.
Like uncanny dodge.
It's not a ranged attack, unfortunately. So,
Do monks have uncanny dodge at 7th level? I don't know if they're.
I have a thing I could poof myself, but
So the critical just doubles the dice, but not the modifier, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Just double checking for my own sanity.
Yep.
do this.
So that's-
I have to.
Going to be for 7 plus 2 is 9 piercing damage. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
This or 9.
What's that tentacle in your butt? You have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Your shields. Make sure marking spell slots.
Okay, that was Constitution 16.
Okay, so you're not poisoned,
That's good.
but you are grappled.
Grappled.
Because if it hits, it grapples, but they have to make the con save to not be poisoned.
Okay.
Okay. And while it has you grappled, it is also going to beak at you,
Pikachu.
but the beak misses. It's so excited that it gets you in its tentacle that it's...
My first kill. Oh crap.
You manage to avoid the piercing damage of the beak. So you are now grappled by a grell. Grappled by a grell.
Yeah.
Nice.
Unless somebody kills him first.
I was thinking.
No, I meant to do.
How we do
I want to put it on
this.
this side so great. Oh, that's both sided. That's good.
It's multi-sided.
Good design.
DM Chris is very happy with his new condition rings.
Yes.
It's a great idea.
Alrighty, so that's the growls.
Finn looks like he won a beauty contest.
So we're back up at the top of round 3. And Whiff, it is your turn, Mr.
Ah, Whiff doesn't have any
Rogue
freaking
Fairy.
clue what it is.
Rogue Fairy Whiff.
Rogue Fairy.
Rogue Fairy.
I mean, our forces are split. Our
I'm glad you get that when I do it. No one else gets it.
This is the true story.
our forces are split. Our caster's in trouble, but their caster's going to cause trouble. Oh, sugar. How far away are you? Because I'm probably the only one that can actually get over there right now. 5, 10.
I'll be able to get there on my turn.
Will you?
No, probably not.
How are you going to get through there? I can at least fly over.
That's true. You can fly over.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Is that a spot to stand in? It's kind of half and half.
It's up to you.
It's a normal
wall.
grid.
It looks like
I
more
can't
than half
really
of it is
see.
a normal square.
It's pretty
Oh,
much
it's the side of of the cavern.
Yeah, it's
if
the
it's
diagonal.
most of a square, then I'll say yes.
almost exactly half.
You're a little dude.
I'll say yes.
Okay, I'm a little bit. Yeah, I am tiny. That's true.
You can fly up against like this, like a hunchback,
So
a fairy dom,
fairy dog.
fairy dom.
And swingy, swingy.
Swing, swing.
With advantage.
Advantage.
Let's see. 20 AC 23,
That'll hit.
and I will definitely drop a sneak attack on this puppy. Let me know if I don't roll correctly. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. What's split difference between on that one? Okay, so it's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19 damage on F.
On F.
Growl F.
How much space, how much movement was that? 5, 10, 15, 20. That was 30 movement. So I got 10 more. But not anything really useful to do with it. So, okay, fast turn.
Okay, so he takes the force of your damage and it doesn't seem to like it very much. And it's now Lord Vialis' turn. Let's see.
Is he going to attack me with a little blue pill?
You were the only one who has line of sight too.
With
Me.
Oh yeah.
What is he going to do?
He's going to say, you know what, this really isn't worth it, and just sit down and do nothing.
No.
you're ruining my plans. It's ruined.
Ruined. Just ruined. No, he's going to move 30 feet front, like, coming towards me and to your direction
15.
so that he can, like, see in that area. Yeah.
Hey, walk around the pole, sure. 30.
Perfect. And he is going to pick a 20-foot cone,
Oh boy.
like cylinder,
You don't have counterspell, do you?
Cylinder, gotcha.
centered so he can get the 3 Nilrock, Syndra, and Rage.
Okay.
Okay.
And he is going to cast Ice Storm.
Ice
So I'm
storm.
going to need a dexterity saving throw from all of you.
You're right.
I have danger sense. I have advantage on dex saving throws against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated. All right.
9.
Dexterity.
Probably not going to make it.
20.
Well done.
Cinder?
Yeah, 20.
I was trying to make sure I'm not missing any abilities that would help with this. Sadly, I already used my reaction.
You said you got 9?
Yes.
And you got 20?
I got 20. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Let's do.
Bonk. Metal dice.
Thunk.
17.
Okay.
That's a maybe.
I haven't ever used this spell. Alright, so you 2 pass, you failed.
Hey-oh.
So it's 2d8 bludgeoning damage and 4d6 cold damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful. So a hail of rock-hard ice pounds the ground in a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on the point. Each creature makes the dex save, etc., etc. Hailstones turn the storm's area to an effect into difficult terrain until the end of my next turn.
Do you have any damage mitigation, Brian?
I do.
The open question on this spell, if I remember right, is does saving have all the damage or half just the cold damage?
It should have all the damage.
It
Okay.
halves all the damage from what I see.
Okay.
That's unfortunate. You're getting pounded with all that damage.
So what's the damage?
So it's going to be 5 bludgeoning and 6, 10, 15 cold damage.
So 20 total.
So 20 or 10.
20 or 10.
As a reaction, I will use my Stone's Endurance feature, which allows me to minus 1d12 plus 2.
Nice.
6.
I will.
8.
So you take 12, you two take 10.
Take 10.
Hold on. I will also use Spirit Shield on Nelrock. If you are raging, another creature you can see within 30 feet of you takes damage. You can use your reaction to reduce that damage by 2d6.
Nice.
My ancestors protect you!
Oh, right. He does that.
So minus another 7.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
So you're down to 5.
Nice work, team.
That was even better than halving it.
Yeah, how much damage did you take off?
I took off.
8.
8.
Yeah.
8.
No, I took off 6.
6 plus
I
minus
thought you
7.
rolled
And
6.
I rolled a 4.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so
plus
6
2.
plus
Plus 7 is 13.
13, so you take 7.
So you take 7 damage.
My bad. It's still better than halving it.
Okay. That is what she
All
said.
right, so they took 10, you took 7.
Yep.
Awesome.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's rewind that.
Well, you're over there taking some.
I mean, honestly, I could take a lot of hits, but 72.
Cinder's actually hard. She took it up, so that seems reasonably well judged.
Cinder's actually higher. All right, that will be Lord Vialis's turn. Milrock, you're up.
Okay, first I'm gonna pick up Farrell's hat and put it on.
Okay.
Is that,
loot the body.
is that an action or is that a free action?
I'll give that to you as a flourish. Farrell is a flourishy man.
And can I flank the Grell with Finn? Moving to 30.
10, 15, 20, 25. Yes, you can. Can we fix it? Yes, we can.
Oh, God.
You can't cut the
No
corner.
Rock the
but
Builder?
You counted 25, so he has 30, so it's good.
Okay, whatever. Did I cut a
gonna-
corner?
You did. It's all good.
Whatever.
You still had 30.
I'm gonna smack him with a hammer.
Yeah, smack him with a hammer. I like it.
One-handed.
One-handed hammer attack
Ah, come on, you wuss.
on an unwounded Grell.
A one-handed attack with his hammer.
Well, I need 2 for my hammer.
We're aware.
It's so heavy I can barely lift it.
We're aware. Barely use it, dude.
Well,
I was using it with disadvantage. No, not really.
that's sad face.
That's gonna be a 9.
Yeah, that's gonna miss.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Cool. Rage, you're up.
Okay, I drag my hammer down the stairs. Clunk, 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 clunk.
It is difficult terrain through there.
Oh, that's true. It is.
It is.
10, 20.
Oh, hold on a second.
Oh, Nilrock may have had a hard time getting out of there, but it's ogres now.
Not the square.
That's where you were. Yeah.
No, I was here. There was a guy right there.
Okay.
I was being flanked.
Okay, right.
So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35, 40, probably. I'm just going to say yeah.
You don't want to go towards the Grell?
I can't, she's in the way.
Oh, okay. Oh, I can't see where the walls are. I'm sorry. It's not a
You'd
high
have to
contrast map.
Squeeze through, right?
I can't see anything from here.
Right.
You have to double move through her.
You'd have to double through and then tumble through the
tumble
enemy's
Grell.
space. Yeah, tricky.
Who's a her?
Me.
Oh,
Double move up to this thing. Just give her another target. Yeah, Rage is just, he has to double move because of the difficult terrain. Doesn't really have any bonus actions.
You took damage, so you don't lose your rage. Right?
I did take damage on my last turn, but like from now to the beginning of my next turn, if I don't take damage or if I don't attack.
oh, you double move too.
Hold on. All right, so
Roll that back.
I'll get to there, and I'll take a light hammer out off my belt, and I will throw the light hammer at the Grell.
Through Finn?
Yeah, sure.
Watch your wing!
Technically, they're not.
Oh, they're not there yet. That's right.
Spectral, yeah.
And Rage will attack recklessly because he can get advantage on this because it's not the hammer.
It's not a big hammer.
That's not the big hammer. That's a
Okay.
small hammer.
All right. I'll allow it.
So this is a light
Not like you have
hammer,
a choice.
Hello, it.
which is a
I'll allow
D4. Actually attacking with advantage. Yo. Hey, the 18 should hit.
That'll hit.
That's AC 23. for a total of 4.
Doink.
That takes purchase.
4 bludgeoning damage. And
You see a tentacle go.
Nice.
What was that?
Is it blatty?
No.
So at least that way I can guarantee I don't lose my rage.
I think you guys remember that these guys are not as chumpy as the other guys were.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Pass turn.
Pass turn. Okay, Finn, you're up.
Okay, so I'm stuck in a thing.
You are still.
Your speed is 0.
Your speed is 0. You're still grappled.
But I'm going to use my Breath of the Dragon.
Is that a cone attack?
Yes.
How good are you at dodging there, Nilrock?
Oh, is it 15-foot cone, Greg?
Well, he could
it's
set
a
the corner there.
20-foot cone or a 30-feet line.
Oh, you could do the
That
line
is
then.
fine.
Oh, you
Sounds
could-
perfect.
you could just do the line,
there you
yeah.
go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That's versatile. That's good.
So I use that, and it's a dex saving throw, DC 13.
Okay.
This is fiery breath.
Yes.
Ooh, that was a bad
still
roll.
you still roll for damage.
So DC 8 is not going to make it.
It's good for us.
All right.
What's your fire damage, Greg? Where's your Rael dice?
So it's going to be 6.
6.
It's only 2d6? Mm-hmm. That's okay. I mean, it's an area, so... That's good.
So you see a couple of its tentacles singe a little and smoke coming out.
Does that replace one attack or all attacks?
One attack.
One attack. Okay.
Oh, so you can still punch?
I think. Should I use that?
What's that?
My Misty stuff?
I mean, if you want to get out of the grapple, that will help you.
But you're flanking.
As I say, where you...
That's true. Okay. It's not doing too much.
He'll let go of the grapple when he's dead.
Just headbutt that brain.
It's the brain.
And I think that grapple doesn't affect your attacks.
Correct.
So, yeah.
Okay. Whoa.
Whoa, hey, dropping dice.
I almost caught it too.
Drop it like it's hot.
Oh. So that is going to be 24 to hit
That will definitely hit.
for 9 and not armed, so I'm going to do more fire damage.
So 10.
No, it's just 9.
No,
and
he
it's,
just gets to pick
Oh,
up
it's just
damage
flavor.
type.
Instead of bludgeoning, it's fire damage.
yeah.
Okay.
So I punch him with a fiery fist.
Fiery fist of fire. Got it. Fire cuts.
Which would be like if this was like an ice creature, you would definitely want to be using fire.
I'm trying to cook up the brains like a sweetbread.
Yeah, or undead, because fire stops undead fortitude.
Let's see. All right.
Hit him with another fiery hit.
I'm trying to think. Do I want no?
Bacon.
You can smell the brain sizzle.
It's not blooded, right?
It is not bloody.
All right,
Greg,
I'm gonna
Greg.
fist upload
Greg,
it.
stun.
Huh?
Stun.
Stunned?
You could stun.
Oh, that's right. I could do that. Let's see.
Stun. Stun. Stun.
How that works.
I'm gonna have to start muting you all on each other's turns.
Well, this is like the first like interesting monk I played. Let's see. So
It is not.
Well, you've got a few more levels of cool toys to use.
Yeah.
but, yeah.
Let's see. What is that?
Have you played
Stunning
Evan?
strike, buddy.
Oh, you spend
Put a monk in a,
you spend a key point,
like a
Greg,
short.
Okay, so I'm doing
and then it's
that
probably
stunning strike.
DC 13.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
When you hit the minute, you spend 1 key point to make the target stunned until the end of your turn. If it fails a con saving throw of DC 13,
Con save.
So you did just hit him.
Yes.
So you could spend the key point,
which I did.
Okay.
and he has to make a con save. Con save DC 13
He?
or be it.
It.
Pronouns.
How do you know?
Pronouns.
No.
I saw the skeleton. I saw the dead bodies.
It was a boy and a girl.
Oh. So it's a they.
I have really
It
good eyes.
identifies as a they, a she, and an it. The shit.
Whoa!
Timestamp.
You're just blowing it up tonight.
I gotta listen to all these.
That would be a natural one. Again.
Well, you're.
These brains aren't thinking tonight.
Your bad brains are stunned.
My brains aren't braining right tonight.
How long does this stun last? Till your next round?
Should be till his next
To
turn.
my
yeah.
next turn.
To your next turn.
You're
End of.
stunning, darling.
Yeah. Stun.
Does that mean that it... Let's go?
I would assume that he's no longer grappled.
Is stun considered incapacitated?
Stun is not on the DM screen.
It is, it should be.
Oh, I got it here. See, stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, and can speak
An
only
incapacitated
falter.
creature can't take... Oh!
It's the light.
Oh, you stunned now?
Yes.
Yeah, monkey monk.
An incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. It doesn't say if it drops grapples, though. I would assume so.
DM call.
I mean,
DM call.
you get an escape check at the end of your turn anyway, which is
Like now.
Assuming you
It's very monk appropriate
a
music. in
con.
here.
It wasn't a con save.
Nice. It's a 16 on the roll there.
No,
sir.
it's a DC 15. So
Yeah.
Doesn't matter anyway.
you ungrapple no matter what. So
Sweet. Good job, buddy.
because I don't know, maybe you stunned it and it went.
Sees that.
So
Monty Python.
you're amazing, stunningly stunt.
You're stunning
Manages
stunt.
to incapacitate the brain and its tentacles let go and you tumble to the ground.
Does it fall down?
See, you should have been
It
using.
does not fall down.
I somersault down.
It does not fall down.
See, you should have been using ice, not fire.
Oh, to freeze them out.
It does not the way
Brain
of the fools
freeze.
because
But
it makes
he's a
them fall down.
dragon, so.
Apparently there's a raging.
There's a raging ring.
There's a rage ring.
Rage ring.
I want a rage ring.
Hubby's enjoying
Forget
his
about a
birthday
wedding
present.
ring. I
That
want a
makes me
rage
happy.
ring.
See, I have to think about that. I can use any of the dragon types. I can do the
Is there a
ice,
sexy
I
ring
can
in there
do
too?
light.
Yeah.
Okay. I figured that the fire is more appropriate.
Sexify.
because it's draconian.
Sexify.
I mean, depending on the
I'm
fight, if
sexy
we figure
and
out
I
that there's
know it.
vulnerability, that's amazing.
All right, is that your turn, Finn?
Yeah.
All right, Syndra. We're getting sidewind again,
All right.
and I was worried about us finishing this too early.
Cinder's gonna peek around at the caster guy and say, "You're creepy. I'm gonna go over here now." She's gonna back up a couple squares.
That's going to provoke opportunity.
Okay. There's a method to the madness.
Okay.
There's a counter speller in line of sight right now.
Okay.
She can't do squat.
Okay.
So she's gonna back up a couple squares.
Okay. So the Grell is going to take an opportunity attack on you.
Sure.
So it will strike out with its beak.
Okay.
Why not? That will be for AC 13.
Miss.
Okay.
All right.
So, it at you, but it misses.
She, this not being her
Ow.
first rodeo, backs up a couple squares away from the guy, so she's pretty sure that he can't see what she's doing when she's casting a spell, and then she's gonna huck a little mote of fire there and fireball.
Oi.
It misses you. Spell shaping.
She has her spell shaping.
Yeah.
You would know this by now.
You're kidding.
John, oi!
But it's still scary to see a fireball going right at you.
We sing that song from that group. Oi! Rock
So
down
fireball
to-
saves for Mr. Grell and Mr. Caster.
By Alice.
Cialis.
Viagra?
So that's
Blue,
dex
Mr.
saves.
Blue Pill.
Indeed.
Yes, I believe so.
Well, I had said that he
Yes.
was going to attack.
Dex save versus your
Yep.
whatever you call it.
Spellcast.
Spellcast thingy. Spell save DC.
So that'll be a 4 for the growl.
Fail.
And an 8 for Lord Vialis.
Old man.
Nice. It's happy fun time. Let's see here. Alright, so I need 88. Is that what I think?
And this would be first blood on
86.
Lord Vialis.
86. Alright. Oh, wait. Oh, can you do me a favor? Over there on a shelf, do you see the bottle, the box with Chandra on it?
Yes.
On that shelf, there should be a tube of dice somewhere.
She's gonna pull out her fireball dice.
Her dice tube.
They all roll
Her
ones. so
test
that-
tube of dice. I cursed them for you. I picked these out for her. I didn't buy them, but
Totally
I picked them
spaced
out.
that.
Are they high contrast?
Oh,
I contract dice.
They look flaming.
They're literally- they're
there are 8 of
fireballs.
them. 86s. So here we go.
What are you going to do when you cast it at a higher level?
Right.
You have to buy her another
Buy more.
Get another tube.
More dice.
Okay, that's pretty
This
good.
is the same company that made the
Oh, that's
Dragonite
really-
dice I got for Nate.
Cool.
Oh wow. Okay. So that's 10, 20, 29, 33.
33
Wow.
on F and Vialis.
Correct.
Okay, F burns up into a flame of dust.
And he joins the cheering squad.
And Vialis, you can't see it, but you can smell him. Very burnt. And
I could
very
smell
bloody.
him before.
Very burnt and very bloody.
badly burned.
And Sandra says, "Are you still there, creepy guy?"
I don't like you!
All right. So yeah, that's true. Actually, let's see. I'll step up the stairs one spot so that other people can get through if they want to.
Alright, that's her turn. And now we go to the now singular Grell,
Who is stunned?
who is stunned. It can't
Stunning.
save out of that,
It,
right? Okay,
it just is.
so brutal.
Brutal.
Top around 4. Whiff.
whip. Well, I'm looking at this creepy wizard.
Yep.
And
Kill Lord Viagra.
kill our bagger. I still want to see him die of laughter here. But unfortunately,
Those dice rolled hot.
Yes, they did. Pun intended. Ba-dum-ching.
hi, Lord Vialis. Do you want to die by a fairy?
Like on a boat?
Not today. Rolled a 1.
That was because it was terrible.
What was the smell?
It was short
He
sword.
was trying to stab.
I was just trying to stab.
Oh, okay.
And I swung.
You rolled a
And I
1.
rolled a 1.
So you fly up to him and you try to stab him, but your wings actually brush the wall. And you tumble down to the floor and go past him.
Oh. Boom, boom, boom.
You rolled a 1, man.
Yeah.
Critical
I thought
failure.
I thought we weren't doing critical failures. Whatever.
This is my game.
I don't do
Okay.
them. Sarah does them.
Okay. Sarah can do critical
Stand
failures.
up and disengage.
Well, he doesn't get an opportunity attack on you. He's almost dead. Let me have my flavor. All right.
Well, then.
Anything
yeah,
else?
I will. Cunning action dash. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 25, 40. Help me!
Help me, big strong man,
Let's all pool together.
with a mage. Didn't we learn this in other campaigns?
Someone did.
This guy just cast
I love
Ice Storm.
it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
All right. Lord Vialis is up.
Okay.
Lord Vialis is up.
Okay.
It's working.
One Viagra's up.
You got turned on by fire? Wait, what?
Oh, that's hot.
You guys just yelled into the microphone.
Jerk.
I don't like what he's supposed to do if he's about to lose the fight, so I'm not gonna do it.
Do it.
No, because I don't like it. He's gonna come up within sight of Miss Fireball, and he is going to make you make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, that's fun. Okay. And again, I don't think anything special there. No. Alright, wisdom save. Alright, switch dice. Roll this dice. Why not? That's not the best. That's okay. 11.
11.
You fail.
Okay.
So he's going to cast suggestion,
Oh boy.
Oh.
and he is going to tell you to walk to the altar and not stop.
Oh.
With the crazy fiery stuff after it. Okay. Alright. Is there any saving out of suggestion or?
Probably at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it pursues its course of action you described to the best of its ability. Suggested course of action can continue for the entire duration. If the suggested activity can be completed in a shorter time, the spell ends when it's finished. You can also specify conditions that will trigger a spell activity during the duration.
As far as I know, with
If
suggestion.
you or any of your companions damage the target, the spell ends. So, basically,
But we would have to know to do that.
He's going to tell you to walk to the altar, lay down, and wait.
Great. That's fun. Chris used that on us with what the snake people, right? Do you want
Syndrome,
to?
he's
Yeah.
waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's waiting.
And as far as I know, there is the initial save is it.
Okay.
So
Sure.
But I think he's concentrating, so if I can disrupt his concentration.
Yeah, it's a
He's
concentration
almost
a
dead.
concentration.
Yeah.
Also, if he dies, right?
Yes. Yes.
Rain in a jar.
If you guys
Finally,
are
it's not
watching
me.
Syndra, maybe you see a weird glow in her eyes or something, but yeah.
Well, you guys would have heard him say what he's having her
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I heard it. I certainly heard
Okay.
it.
yeah.
That would be his turn.
That was good.
Milrock,
job.
give you some flavor.
Alright. Do I have enough movement to get to Lord
Oh, and he'll move back
Vialis?
if he has any more movement.
Do you remember how much you moved him, John?
5, 30, 35. Oh, I moved him. Yeah, he was here. I moved him 10, so he can move back here. Where
Like
was
he'll duck back behind the wall.
Oh, you wanted him here?
Well, not outside of the wall. Not out of the cavern.
I don't know.
God.
What you said behind the wall. I don't know which wall you're talking
Well,
about.
the wall of that room. You know,
Okay.
that room that's in the middle of the... Out of sight of you people. John. I want him hiding
Oh,
from you.
from me. Well,
Yeah, okay. Right there is good. Perfect.
Okay,
Thank
fine.
you. Oh my god. How is this so hard?
there are many walls.
Okay, I got you. I can barely see down there.
I know. I know.
Why do you wear that John with the minis?
You could step in.
I can't reach.
What? A day with my wife? Sorry. You're so weird. Okay. It's Nilrock's turn. Sorry.
All right. Can you move me to the center of the room, roughly?
5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, I might as well just move you the full 30 all the way that way.
5:30. Okay. Hi.
I don't have anything cool to do for this, but I'm going to cast blindness.
That's a good thing to use in Spellcaster.
True.
Constitution saving throw.
Counterspell. He still has reaction,
Fair enough.
Yep.
right?
Yeah, but I don't know if he has to see him to do it.
Well, he can.
He can see him. He's within line
You're
of
in
sight.
Oh, I'm sorry, he's not blind yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not blind yet.
What level is it?
It's level 2.
Okay, then
that's-
I'm casting counterspell at level
Yep.
3, so
Counterspelled.
Yep. Burn up his spell slots.
Then I'm going to, as a bonus action, I'm going to telekinetically shove him
Interesting.
5 feet that way. It's a DC 14 strength.
Saving throw.
Yeah.
is that another spell?
No.
Okay.
Some kind of a bard thing.
No, it's a telekinetic. It's a feat.
It's a feat. Okay.
Nice.
You get the mage hand spell, and you get to push someone 5 feet as a bonus action.
That's fun.
So hold on. So you're using a. So you're using Mage Hand.
No.
You're not.
It's a separate thing. From
Oh, it's a separate thing.
Yeah.
I think we had this discussion the first session.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we ruled it not another spell.
Okay.
It's okay. What kind of save was it?
Strength saving throw.
Strength save? So that'll be a 13.
Fails.
I thought I said the DC was 13.
14.
No, you said 14.
Oh,
So
okay.
push him
I misheard.
5 feet that way.
Thunk.
Nice.
Okay.
So,
Does
Cinder
it
can
take
now see
damage
him.
though?
Nope.
Nope.
Just a push.
Okay.
Basically a Jedi move.
Want to push
Force push.
Should I push?
And that will be my turn.
Sweet. Rage. You're up.
All right. I drag my hammer.
Oh, right. I'm the one moving the board.
I drag my
Keep
hammer down
forgetting.
the hall. 5, 10,
You left your rage.
15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
He left his rage on the dance floor.
He left his rage in the boogie music.
Attack recklessly.
Oh boy.
It's just a regular attack.
Oh boy.
Buddy.
Oh no.
Ooh,
That's
AC
cool.
20
That'll hit.
Nice.
Dirty 20.
for 11.
11.
How do you want to do this?
I pick up the hammer. It's too heavy, so I lean in against the wall for a minute. Take a breath, pick it up again, and then drop on his head.
That's appropriate for a shorty.
You see his big old ball head go. And the brains that he loves so much come out of his head.
Ew.
Nice.
Big old pool of blood.
Oh.
Fleshy bits.
All right.
But that growl's still moving.
Okay.
Okay.
The growl's still growling.
Okay.
I have a second attack,
The stunned
Okay.
girl.
and I smush his head some more.
Okay.
Make
I'm
sure
gonna
he's dead
die.
so he fails,
It takes
fails those
purchase.
death throws.
No matter what.
The stunned girl is still growling.
And he is technically prone, so that's an automatic critical.
Yep.
Yep.
So it's 2 failed death saves.
Yep. He's still dead.
I'm done.
Okay.
Oh my.
Oh my god. Love you guys.
Wow. Does Cinder snap out of
Nothing
it?
more reckless than attacking someone who's already dead.
Yes, Syndra snaps right out of it.
Okay.
Finn, you're up.
Okay. So I'm gonna punch a little bit.
All of your attacks still have advantage because it's stunned, even though you don't have flanking.
Nice.
Yes.
Monkey monk.
18 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that's going to be for 7.
Okay.
7. And let's see.
It would be flailing in pain, but it can't flail.
It's too stunned to flail.
Too stunned to do anything, son.
I'm going to flurry of blows.
Flurry of blowjobs.
19.
Looking like a 19.
She's choking on spit.
Okay.
Worried it was Cheerios.
No, she's fine.
What is that?
Oh, move closer.
18 more to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
High contrast dice.
And that's going to be for 6.
That'll hit, and that'll bring it down to bloody.
Is bloody.
Nice.
Still not flailing
Have
because
one
it's
more
still
attack.
stunned.
Let's see. So that's a 9. So that's going to be 9. I'm trying to. Wait, 8.
Trying to
16.
math.
16.
16.
That'll hit, yeah.
And that's
Sorry.
for 6.
Okay. He's still
Stun.
Oh, geez. One more key point, yes.
Chris is mimicking what they do on Critical Role, which I love.
Okay.
Sarah hates.
Okay. Here we go.
So con save 13.
Yes.
Oh my god.
She's already thinking ahead to that what has to come up next.
I'm already thinking of how I'm going to close the fight. It's basically done. Con save. 13 on the dice, and their con is +1, so 14. Saves out.
Not stunned.
Not stunned.
Not stunned.
You are not stunning this time, sir.
That's okay.
So you see it start to stretch its tentacles.
No longer stunned.
I have a feeling it's not going to last very long, though. It's because Syndra's up.
Cinder is up.
But you don't have any fireballs, do you?
She has the 4th level spell slot, though.
She's down on the table.
We're gonna go for overkill, and she is going to.
It's the only sure kind of kill is
That
overkill.
was cool, but really weird. And she's gonna look. You're gross too. And then flash out her hands, and a level 4, 4th level magic missile flies at that guy.
Magic missile.
Magic missile.
So that is 6, 64.
64.
In a row?
Dude, you gotta have your D4s set aside
I know.
if you're gonna play.
Thank you.
I'm gonna tell them if they can pass her off.
Okay.
That's not much work.
At this point, it's just a matter of if you guys want to explore the rest of the dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, we're still looking for our wayward son.
that's true. Carry on.
Okay.
I see that giant D4 there.
Okay.
Hey, mine did really good.
16
A lot of threes.
plus 6, right? It's 1 per dart.
Yep.
So
Yep.
22.
22?
Yep.
How do you want to do it?
The darts just go flying into and like boring into its brain. And yeah, drill clean through it. Yeah.
So the
Look out,
darts
Whiff.
come drilling into all the little crevices of its brain,
Yeah.
and it goes.
Yeah.
Made a
And little brain bits go flying all over the faces
She
of
kind
your
of sits there and
friends.
goes, "Heh, cool.
And
Awesome.
he joins the choir.
And all of a sudden, the chaos of this, what looks like it used to be a temple, seems to quiet down.
Wait, let me turn down the music. I hope
The
you.
chaos of what used to be this quiet temple. Quiet temple.
Is that mine?
Quiet temple.
That one's mine.
And we have to get the right quiet temple.
And then there's.
Oh, maybe that.
Hang on, there's another.
'Kay.
Yeah.
Returns.
As long as he's not a load-bearing villain, that's okay.
Hi. Hi.
Our little girl is sitting at the table with us because babysitters had to go.
So
Grammy and
you
BB.
are now in this chapel. It's a huge space. Has the appearance of what used to be a holy place. And its walls are carved with unnatural imagery now. The large alcove to the south contains a huge purple stone statue of a monstrous otherworldly creature with a large bulbous head, long arms, tentacles for legs, and multifaceted eyes glowing with aquamarine light. But the light's gone out now.
Oh, so there's not actually aquamarines in there.
The light was magic.
Okay.
Where the bodies were once on the altar, it is now empty. And there are no longer any cultists or tentacled brains.
Okay.
You can feel free to look around. Pretty much everything that was crazy about the place is gone. There is still a room that you haven't gone into. And that door is unlocked if you want to go in.
So you're talking about Disney?
The room that you were fighting around
The one at the bottom.
Oh, the one.
is an actual room.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
Investigate.
Well, it's time to loot the temple.
We need to find a dude.
Okay, so you're gonna go in there?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So
Check the traps.
the door's unlocked. There's no traps.
Okay.
There's a glowing crystal sphere illuminating inside the chamber, and there's a wooden floor inside. There's a couch and tall bookcases.
Syndra investigates.
Well, check the couch for coins.
Okay.
For loose change. Yeah.
All right. So you check the couch for loose change. There's no loose change in the couch. But when Syndra starts looking through all the bookcases, she does find a collection of debased literature, dark mythology, studies of aberrant magic, and mad treatises of elder gods.
Oh, you know who might like some of these things? Because we're going to have to go back there anyway. Oh, that library place.
Syndra will collect as many as she can fit in the packs.
You basically have two options. You could find a purchaser for about 300 gold, you think?
Okay.
But alternatively, you could take it back to the keep and donate it.
Okay. Probably take it back to the keep.
All right. That seems to be the only thing of value in here.
Okay.
Are there any doors that are not unlocked that we see?
Are we looting the corpses?
Of course we're looting the
What's
corpses.
the room?
The corpses don't have anything of value on them. The cultists seem to have given up all their worldly possessions.
Even their leader? That's unusual. Usually he takes all the worldly possessions.
The one thing you do find, of value is on Lord Vialis. He is wearing a robe of scintillating colors.
I'm not stripping him.
He has clothes under his robe. And there is a spell scroll in his pocket of teleport.
Oh.
Oh, nice. Syndra grabs both of those.
That sounds like a Syndra thing.
Indeed.
I'm not interested.
She's gonna have to spend a short rest identifying that robe. That looks awesome.
There's also a set of keys on him.
Okay.
Cool.
Take the keys, for sure.
And there's a number of objects on the altar that were used as offerings. There are 5 gold bracelets worth 150 gold pieces each, and
5
various worthless
5
trinkets.
bracelets worth 150 gold.
5 times 150?
Yeah.
I'm writing left-handed here. Can anybody else write besides me, since I'm...
No, we're all
baby.
every one of us is illiterate.
My hands are full.
It's okay. I'm going to have to get the list of spells from his book from Sarah anyway, so
Okay.
I'll get this later on.
Sure.
Do you guys want to like check for any other areas?
Yes.
We're gonna
General
investigate
perception.
the room.
General perception of the room.
investigate.
And
Can we just go through the rest of the temple and just
Yeah, we need to find a
go
dude.
in any place where we haven't been? Try to find what's his face.
Yeah.
yeah, because we need to.
What,
we can go
way
back.
do you want to go, I guess?
Sindra would clear this room. She would try
Okay.
to look around
Sure,
and see if
sure,
she
sure.
can find...
Well,
any-
John said he wanted
yeah.
to... What,
Perceptify the room.
Yeah, and Sindra
Whip
can
said he wanted to
investigate
perceptify.
by hand if
Ooh,
she
that's a
wants
good roll.
to.
That would be a 25 to perceptify the room.
25
Look around,
to
knock
perceptify
on
the room?
walls.
Okay. You find a couple of secret doors.
Yay, because that's what rogues do.
So, you find... Sorry, I have to look at it from your perspective. Behind the altar to the right, so towards you, John. You go into that area and find another secret library.
Ooh, I go get Sindra. More bucks.
The small dark chamber holds a golden urn resting atop a small table, a
Nothing?
bookcase stuffed with books and scrolls, many of them old and worn.
How big is the urn?
It doesn't say.
It's okay.
Why do you ask these things?
I think he's trying to steal the urn and put it in his pocket or something.
Why don't you let me tell you what it is
Okay.
first?
Oh, okay.
The books and scrolls contain arcane formulas, alchemical recipes, ritual instructions, and lore about the outer planes, half of which is written in deep speech.
Sindra says, fascinating.
Interspersed among the older books are several newer journals written by Lord Vialis himself.
Ooh.
Do you want to spend a few minutes looking through the lore here?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, so if you look through the lore, you learn information that you might have missed about the murders.
Oh.
So, one journal reveals that Vialis placed the cremated remains of his wife and 3 children in this golden urn.
Okay.
He sometimes uses it as a focus for his dark rituals. The golden urn is mentioned in these journals on the table, and the urn is engraved with arcane sigils relating to the outer planes. The ashes and the remains of Lady Maria and her children, and they radiate the aura of necromancy magic
Yeesh.
to a detect magic spell.
Cool.
It's too bad I don't have detect magic, so.
So, if you want to take those with you, you can. That's totally up to you.
I'm not particularly interested.
I mean, Sindra probably would, just because she would figure it's better to put that back in safekeeping at someplace like Candlekeep rather than to leave it here for someone
I guess you can
Well,
get
else
well,
to find
I
and do
mean,
untoward things
It's.
with.
I mean, you mortal people have this weird thing with ashes and death and stuff like that, because to take care of your ghost, don't you?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that too. If the remains are there, which I'm sorry, I'm somewhat distracted. I missed that. So yeah.
Yeah.
So the remains of Lord Vialis' wife and children are in this urn, and he's
Okay.
used it as a focus.
They're
and
ashes.
it radiates an aura of necromancy magic.
So it's
I think
evil.
it needs to be stored somewhere safe. And if Candlekeep can't keep it, maybe they can tell us who can, like a temple,
or maybe
someplace
deactivated.
Yeah, I was gonna
religious.
say,
You
can
know,
a
maybe we
magic
can
be-
consecrate it.
I can
to-
deactivate it
Yeah. Or
Oh god.
with my hammer.
Purify.
are there like priests or something that can
Yeah,
do
I
something?
feel like
take
we
care of the
should
ghosts?
go back to the keep, and there's probably temples in the same city.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, that's all you find in there.
Clear that
Okay.
out. All right.
So the other area that you find is off to the left,
Sorry,
Which I
I've
think
got
is here.
closer to
this
the pews.
out of the way of baby hands. There we go.
Pools.
Pew pew.
And this is a short
Ooh,
hallway
it's dark.
that runs past a secret door that slides easily open. 2 wooden chests are the only objects that are seen in this dark room, which leads to a staircase.
Ooh, okay, well, open the chests. Too bad one of them's empty.
Do you guys let him get away with that?
Syndra watches from a safe distance. She knows better
Well,
by
they're both
now.
unlocked. They hold valuables that the prisoners that you think might be here. Sorry.
Okay.
They hold valuables in them. There's a long sword, 2 daggers, a pair of jeweled earrings worth 150 gold a piece, and 115 gold pieces.
Okay.
I think you can.
Dibs on the earrings. Oh. I feel pretty. Don't they go great with my new hat?
And there is a staircase here. Do you want to take the stairs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I might as well.
Yeah, take the stairs.
Better
Master
through the other
stairs.
tunnel.
Because if this is where the treasures were, they were probably getting close to where they're
All right.
the actual
Dun.
dungeon. I'm thinking this way.
Yes.
Yes. So
And we're going down that way.
here.
Yep.
Ooh, watch for amber hulks.
Okay. Hold, please, while I figure out where we are. So,
I mean, you can probably just assume that we're just going to go and check out each area.
yeah.
I
So,
liked when I make that noise.
this
When I go.
long chamber seems to be dead-ended at both sides. And it holds mounds of charred bones, desiccated body parts, and skulls scattered along its way.
We found the midden heap.
There's strange red and black runes and sheet edges seemingly scribed in blood along the walls.
Ew.
Yummy. Ew.
Evils.
Ew. No, we're just going to go over there.
Nice dip.
Ew. No, we're just go this way.
Can you remove any of these with
Ew.
prestidigitation?
Yeah, I could press
Where are you
I
going
could
first?
prestidigitize all freaking day if I want.
Okay. Like I said,
Or
we're
to
just going
take
to
the power from the space if we can. Yes.
keep, I guess we're just going to keep on marching. I guess my mini just kind of represents us.
Sure.
Okay.
Keep on marching
We're
down.
trudging along.
All right, so you came to that crossroads. Which way are you going first?
This way looks short.
Okay, so you're going down that way. Okay, so if you're going to go down that hallway, when you get to the end to that bigger bulge, the best way I know how to
Bigger ball,
describe it.
bigger of the
It's such
two
a-
balls.
We'll maybe post a picture of this map, but it's hard to explain. There's mounds of ash and bone dropped down here. This is where the remains from the rituals were piled up. They were dropped down from the above chapel.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You. Okay. Well, for completeness sake, let's see what's down the long shaft to the small bulge.
There's more down there.
More, okay. Okay.
That's
Well, then we keep on going to the middle here, where we find something.
All right, so when you get there, you actually see light to your left. And you see scrolls and notes that are spread across the floor of this worked stone alcove. There are actually recruits in this area that normally work here. And they seem to understand that something just happened upstairs. So they're not actually hostile towards you. They seem pretty scared. They do know that the guy that came running through here earlier warned their master, and he came running back pretty scared. So they're pretty complacent. Amongst these recruits, though, you do see a pretty familiar face. You don't quite recognize the face, but if you squint really hard and think about it, he looks like a lot like old Fargo about 15 years ago.
Yay, he's alive.
He fights you pretty furiously at first, because he's pretty sure that you're the devil. Do you want to try to convince him to come home?
How can the devil have wings this beautiful?
Yeah, we'll definitely try to convince him.
What do you mean wings that are beautiful? Beautiful wings? These people are my people. They're here to protect me. They're here to protect me from this horrible town.
Oh, well. Things will probably be better now.
Can I do some sort of religion thing?
Religion thing?
No, he's asked.
You're being brainwashed by a cult. Your father wants you
This
back.
is not a cult. These are my people.
Your father's your family.
I'm training to be with these people. They're training me. They're feeding me. They're treating me well.
Your master was sacrificing people upstairs, and now he's dead.
My master is my master.
And he's.
I just squished his head on the floor.
Evil devil.
You should go back to your father.
Yes, your
My father is
worried
no
about
father
you.
to me.
Oh, hey, you want to see what happens to his recruits? I can show you.
You guys might want to try something more in the roll variety.
He's been looking for you
Somebody
for...
roll me a persuasion check.
I can try. Let's see.
I just squished his head. Persuasion.
That's not persuasion.
Cinder's not persuasive.
I'm kind of persuasive. Actually,
I'm not.
no.
Give me persuasion with disadvantage.
I'm very deceptive, is what I am.
How about intimidate?
No.
No.
I guess.
You didn't even say anything.
No, I didn't say anything.
I got like
No one else really did.
I got like a 3, so it wasn't
Well,
going
what
to
do
work.
you say with that roll? Say something.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Oh my god.
I used bardic inspiration.
Oh, you haven't used it yet?
13.
13 actually does it.
Wow.
Hey, bardic inspiration.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, what a wrap up.
The Lord wasn't invincible?
I'm afraid not. I like wipe some of his brains off my hammer.
I show him my holy symbol
I should
instead.
make him take damage for that.
Oh.
Well,
I show him my holy symbol.
if he wasn't invincible, then I guess maybe more things were lies.
It's like I said,
I do miss Papa.
he really wants to
Well-
see you. He's been looking for you for a long, long time.
He misses you too.
Okay. I'll come home.
Hey.
Good. How about the rest of you?
Yeah, they'll come home with you too.
Okay.
I don't want to go home with them.
Do you guys want to search any of the scrolls?
Sure.
Might as well.
Yeah, check him out.
Okay, so you search the scrolls on the floor and you do find a spell scroll for counterspell.
Nice.
Thank you.
Cinder grabs it.
Can you use a spell scroll for counterspell?
It's a wizard spell.
Well, you can also learn spells off of scrolls.
Yeah.
So across the way from there, you do notice that there's cells that are locked up. And in those cells, you also see a familiar face.
Well, not locked up for very long.
Okay.
Oh, but we got keys.
It's true, we have keys.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So there's 6 prisoners, including Yeda Farini, who's Mayor Kara's sister. You didn't actually go meet the mayor, so you didn't know that she was missing. But she'll be happy to see her.
Okay.
She was imprisoned because she actually tried to flee when she realized that Lord Vialis was full of crap. And she's also in poor health. And she has 4 levels of exhaustion. But you're not going to really have to worry about it because you're not having to carry her back out.
Okay.
You know. And also, Lord Veckin's here.
Oh, he got captured? Oh,
After you left his house, he immediately packed up and started leaving to find Lord Vialis himself. Because you did not stop him. Or take him with you.
Lord Veckin, what do you think of my new hat?
Should have convinced him that would have been
I'm
fun
really
to
happy you
Alan.
took care of him. So he is very happy to see you.
Cool.
And the 4 remaining prisoners are just common people. Their names are Jalrax, Durst, Sephra, and Ashlyn.
Cool.
They were attacked by a caravan of cultists a few days earlier. 2 of their companions, unfortunately, were the victims that were turned into the growls.
Gotcha.
Bugger. Oh well, they were already dead when we got here. Not much you could have done about it.
Just out of game, could we have stopped the ritual? Was there... No, okay. I was just curious.
Not unless you could have killed him in the first round.
Okay.
Would have been pretty hard to do.
I know if I was like reading there, like,
Yeah.
if they could stop the thing
I
before
wonder
this...
if Sindra had put like wall of fire around him, if she could have made it so he couldn't see the altar or something, but probably not.
Oh, that's why I was trying to drop him from laughter, but no, he just counterspelled that.
Yeah, I wasn't going to let you do that. So the last area is this area way up top.
We'll check that out.
And that is the ossuary. It's a dead-ended chamber that holds... Oh, that's the charred bones and blood.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Okay. What about this big bulbous?
What about that bulge?
That was another cell.
Okay.
Okay, that's not empty. Okay.
And there's some stairs over there.
Which probably take us back to
up.
that collapsed
Yeah, to
wall.
the collapse tunnel
Yeah,
there.
so that staircase brings you back up to where the sentry warned them that you were coming.
Gotcha.
And with that, you have cleared the dungeon.
Yay! Back to town. Let's go get everybody back to
You
town.
want to just head
collect
right
our
on back
adjustments.
to town, or do you want to...
I don't think
Yeah.
there's much left to do here, so
We need
take
to
them all back to town and then
go back to the,
collect our just rewards and then work our way on
We
over.
should blow it up.
Blow up the town? Okay.
No, the temple. So it's destroyed.
Is there a way to do that?
I mean...
Sindra's destructive, but not that destructive.
I don't know. Sounds like the health people's problem to me.
You said it once looked like a...
Well, here, let me...
It was once a place of worship that has been defiled.
I think
We can leave it for
Finn
the
would feel
townsfolk to
strongly not to leave
Chris,
it
is there like a
defiled.
milk bottle in the living room or something?
Purify it with fire.
I can go get you a milk bottle.
So, now that you have indeed uncovered the final truths of the mystery of the burnt tongue cult, you undertake the process of helping the town clear out the cult site.
Okay.
You make what restitution they can to Vialis' victims and collecting the tower, and you do collapse the tower
Okay.
to seal off the entrance to the temple, and the attacks along the tradeway drop off immediately.
Okay.
The farm folk are very grateful for your actions, and they vow to become more watchful of unseen threats. Since you did manage to kill Lord Vialis, the cult is now no more. He shared none of his magical knowledge with his followers, and any cultists that did escape have no connection to Guerrero and the entity's power. Sorry. If ends, whens. Because you did collect a very unique tomb called the Retribution of the Ancients, you can indeed use it as entry to the Candlekeep. Given its dangerous nature, donating this book might also earn you special favor from those, the avowed, who are pleased to know that its rituals will no longer be misused. young Fargo. You come to understand that as a new initiate, the young man was not yet exposed to the worst of the cult's depravities.
That's good.
He is able to come to terms with what he has done, and he does make amends.
Oh, good.
Old Fargo is so grateful that he offers the hospitality of the Bulging Cauldron free of charge whenever you pass through Greenfast again.
Nice.
Awesome.
Cool. Yay.
Thank you.
Since you did choose to take the urn with you, the ashes of Lady Maria and her 3 children, you learn, must be spread in hallowed ground to grant them eternal rest. The mausoleums in the City of the Dead in Waterdeep are a suitable location, so you do go ahead and do that. As the ashes are interred, the spectral forms of Lady Maria, Malik, Janice, and Tiana materialize before your eyes. In silence, Lady Maria, her 3 children close to her, as she meets each character's gaze. Sarah's ghost then appears to you again. Her connection to the diary is now broken, as her quest is now fulfilled. And you watch the 5 spirits then vanish, their forms scattering like flower petals on the wind.
This is all
With
taken.
Vecin present, he weeps upon seeing Sarah once again. He thanks you for what you've done, as all the spirits have now passed on. He may now remain a lifelong friend to you, and his own exploits may prove inspiration for future adventures.
Nice.
Yay.
See, my destroying the thing wasn't so crazy.
And so ends the tale of Sarah of Yellowcrest Manor.
Yay.
Thank you,
Awesome job, Sarah.
And with
That's
that,
great.
you are now all 8th level.
Yay. 8th level. I don't even know what my
Your
hit dice
bottle's
are.
under your foot.
No, it's under Chris's and yours.
Oh.
Yeah.
My daughter is throwing the bottle around.
Are you prepared?
Oh, so she throws it
She's
again.
throwing it around again.
Yeah.
Oh, it's called a drop game.
You got an ability score improvement, don't you?
Yeah, I got it that time.
Okay, cool.
Phew, I forgot there was all of that. I was like, I don't know what happens. Oh yeah, I do. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah.
Oh, 7 for my hit dice.
Nice.
All right, and now we can say goodbye to all the listeners.
Goodbye.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review anywhere this podcast can be found. Our social media links, plus additional content, can be found on our website at knightsofroleplay.com. Please tell your friends about Knights of Roleplay and Adventuring Podcast, and spread the word through social media. Your help and support are greatly appreciated.